Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Okay, and then Miss Rusby already joining. Thank you, Miss, for joining us. Hello, Miss Rusmi. Okay, it seems like she's still on her way, maybe. Yeah. And today it will be our first meeting.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sehat, Bu Rusmi?
Yes, sir. I'm very
Okay.
healthy. I'm
Okay.
fine.
Look at the outfit. Well, that's an awesome outfit. With you, Miss Rusmi.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, and
You're
then
welcome, Pak.
yeah. And how many students that we are going to have for this class, for A in class? Everyone.
Assalamualaikum,
Waalaikumsalam
RA,
warahmatullahi
Mr.
RA
wabarakatuh.
ada nggak?
Sofian Hadi.
RA
Hello.
ada nggak kiri kanan?
Hello,
Mr.
Prangga.
Sofian.
Yep,
Okay,
Prangga.
sorry to bother you, sir.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm not actually belong to this class, but last night I asked my fellow students. They are not the real submitting the LK 0.1, sir. Can they have a second chance, sir,
Okay.
to resubmit it?
Okay, for the student worksheet, you may ask the uh, admin.
Okay.
Yeah, you may ask Bang Rangga or Bang Fahmi to the main room.
Okay, but if they resubmit, would you please to have give them, another score maybe?
Okay, let's see what will be the answer from the admin. Yeah,
Okay.
if it is okay, so I'll try to consider giving them another score.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Sorry to bother you. Okay, I
Okay.
leave the room. Assalamualaikum, sir.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I'll try to check the list first. Okay, based on the list that shared to me here, for the first group consists of Miss Aprilia Susi Pater or Panther? Pater. And then second one, it is Mr. B. Bisowarno. Thank
Sir.
you for being on time, Mr.
Okay.
Bisowarno. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make a note. Yeah. Starting with the first meeting of this second subject, who's on time and then who's coming late. That will be my note also. Yeah. And then next one we have Desmi. Here is Miss Desmi or Mr. Desmi.
Miss Desmi.
Miss Desmi. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Miss Desmi. Hello, Miss Desmi. Do you mind please turn your camera on? And then next one, Miss Dwi Diana Sari. Miss Dwi Diana Sari. Hello, Miss Dwi Diana Sari.
She doesn't come yet, sir.
Okay. And then Mr. B, you're still using two devices to join this meeting?
Yes, sir. Because to repair my laptop mic is very difficult.
Okay. Next we have Miss Endang Purnawasari.
Hi,
Hello.
sir. Hello.
Okay, hello. And then for the second subject, since we're consist only 12 students, I need you to talk more. Yeah,
Try.
okay, to be more active. Yeah. Good morning, Miss Aprilia. Hello there.
Good morning, Sir Sofian and Ma'am Rusmi.
Okay. Next we have Mr. It's not Mr. but Miss Fabian Graini. Hello, Miss. Hello, Miss
Good
Baby.
morning, sir.
Morning.
Hi, morning.
It seems like you're still sleepy. You working
Yeah,
overtime last night, or what is it?
sort of, sir.
Sorry.
I'll try my best.
Okay. Next one we got Mr. Five Febrianto. Hello, Mr. Five.
Hello, sir. Thank you
Okay,
for the call.
yeah, I got several kind of note for you for the first subject. Yeah, you try to review all of your score. I hope you're going to be more considering of this PPG Daljab. Yeah, especially for this second subject. Yeah, okay, Mr. Five.
For your time.
Next one, Miss Herlina. Hello, Miss Herlina. Okay, it seems like she's not joining us yet. Mr. Hildas. Okay, no Mr. Hildas. Miss Ila Holila. Hello, Miss Ila Holila. Okay, it seems like Miss Ila Holila still joining us. Miss Indri Puji Lestari. Hello, Miss Indri. How are you today, Miss?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Okay. And then next, the last, we have Miss Kartika Ramadhani. Okay, come on, Miss Kartika. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay, so that was the typical of your voice then. It is not
No,
was
no, no, no.
okay. That
This,
wasn't because you're sick
can
or
I
what.
can I tell you about my condition nowadays?
Okay, what is it? What happened?
Yes. I have a check about my health. So my sounds is related with my immune system. So when I was test my blood, so the result is I got the autoimmune symptoms.
Autoimmune
Yeah,
symptom.
but that's okay, sir. I will try my best. Even I have a limitation with my health, but I will try to my best. So now
Okay.
I'm at home because of my condition is a little bit drop
Mm.
now. Sorry.
Maybe you have to get some professional help with you, yeah,
Yes,
Miss Kartika.
already. Now I'm in treatment now.
Okay, and then
Maybe at the afternoon I will see my doctor again because of my condition is always up and sometimes down like that, sir.
okay. I hope this PPG Daljab gonna lead you to a better conditions, yeah. And
Yeah.
then I hope you're going to enjoy every kind of task, every kind of assignment, yeah. And to be honest, if it is because of your bad condition, maybe in some point, yeah, in some case, you may turning off your camera. That should be okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir,
Okay,
for understanding me.
yeah. Okay, anyone else that I haven't called? Everyone? Okay, and then we have Miss Rusby with us. Thank you, Miss, for joining us here for the first second subject meeting for today. And how long that we are going to wait for the rest of the participant to join? 15 minutes or 10 minutes? Come on. Can we have the agreement, please? So it is a small class, yeah? So if you guys skip the class, so we can easily uh, find out who's the one that absent and then not joining the class. How long that we are going to wait, Miss Rusmi, maybe? How long, Miss? We have to wait for the rest participant to join. Miss Rusmi?
I think that is about 20 minutes. That's enough, Pak.
Okay, 20 minutes. So,
One part.
okay. Miss Rusmi give you guys here a chance to take some breakfast if you haven't take the breakfast, and then maybe you can get some coffee with you, Mr. B, Mr. Five, and then do the early morning routine. That should be okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we are going to start at 7:30, and then we got 20 minutes, so it will be 7:50 Do we have the agreement here?
7:50. Yeah.
Do we have the agreement? Okay,
Bapak
guys.
Ibu, are you agree?
Yes, I do. Of course,
Okay.
Or
Okay.
maybe so
Yes.
it's very long time.
That's okay. I guess that should be enough. I
Is it
guess.
too long? That's
No.
enough ya Bapak Ibu ya.
That's enough.
That
Very enough.
I think that's enough. 20 minutes to coffee break, and then maybe you will have a breakfast or we will go to toilet, etc.
Yeah, that should be
Yeah,
enough. I
that
guess.
prepare. That should be enough.
Okay, that's okay. You may go get some breakfast first, and then do the routine that you guys did in the
We will
morning.
join
Yeah.
on 7:50 ya Pak.
Yeah, 7:50. Yeah,
7:50.
and then for those that still in their class, you may give some kind of assignment to your students. So when we have the session, there will be no one that asking for permission. Sir, I'd like to give the assignment first for my student and blah 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 blah. Yeah, try to use this chance to do that. Okay, come on guys, you may have the break moment, I guess. Yeah, for
Okay.
the first
See you,
meeting.
Mr.
Okay,
Sofman.
thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum, Pak Biswarno.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah Pak Yildes sudah bisa gabung. Tadi ditanyain Pak Yildes.
Yeah, sorry for coming late for this room.
Ditanyain
A
sama
little bit
Sofian.
panic.
Something problem ya Mr. Yildes?
Yeah.
Like what I did last night, Mr. Hildes.
Yeah.
I asked
As a
Rangga
human beings, we sometimes forget. Kalau dalam bahasa agamanya ya, la yukallifu wa nafsan illa wus'aha ma kasabat katanya gitu ya.
Itu,
jadi Allah tidak akan memberikan cobaan kalau orang itu sesuai dengan kemampuannya gitu ya.
Kemampuannya, betul.
Okay, so now I'm looking for my earphone. Oh my God.
And Mr. Hildes, don't forget to download the material.
Harus cari earphone dulu nih sebentar nih.
Oh,
Pak Wiswarno ya, bentar ya. Bentar. Just I need for a moment.
What was that, Mr. B?
Mr. Hildes, Mr. Sofian.
Okay.
He got some problem to join this class because he didn't do something LK in 3.B, 3.F, 3.G, and 3.H.
Oh my God. And then what about the rest? They have any kind of problem why they're not joining yet? Or it is only Mr. Hildas that are joining?
Yes, Mr. Sofian.
Okay.
He has joined us.
Okay, so I guess we can start our first session of the second subject, yeah. And since we have no Mr. Rangga here as the chief of the class for this class, so maybe I would like to appoint Mr. B as the chief of this class. Is that okay, guys?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Come on, Mr. B, you're gonna lead us to open the class with the praying first, and then after that one, we're gonna do our ritual, called Salam PPG Indonesia, and then next one it will be the ice breaking. Come on, Mr. B, time's
Okay.
yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sofian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Mr. Sofian, Mrs. Rusmi, and my other friends, in this room, room number 1. Before we start our lecture today, let's pray together. For the Muslim, let's pray by reading Al-Fatihah and the other praise. And for the non-Muslim, is there a non-Muslim in this class, friends? I hope the other Aprilia. Sis Aprilia, are you Muslim or non-Muslim? Sorry.
Yes, I am non-Muslim.
Okay.
I am non-Muslim.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Aprilia. I hope you can pray by your belief and Okay, friends and Mr. Sofian and Mrs. Susmi, let's pray together. Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin arrahmanirrahim maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Radu itu billahi wa bil Islam di Nabi Muhammadin nabi wa rasul rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar rasulullah. Ya Allah Tuhanku, berikanlah kecerahan pikiran dalam kami menuntut ilmu di PPG ini, ya Allah. Berikanlah kami kekuatan, kelapangan hati, dan ilmu yang bermanfaat. Dan kami berharap, ya Allah, apa yang kami lakukan pada PPG ini merupakan Engkau anggap sebagai ibadah, ya Allah, supaya menambahkan pahala kepada kami. Dan ini adalah kewajiban kami menuntut ilmu. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, terimalah segala amal ibadah kami pada hari ini dalam menuntut ilmu untuk masa depan kami, untuk agama kami, untuk bangsa kami, dan untuk masyarakat kami seluruhnya. Ya Allah, ya Tuhanku, terimalah doa kami ini. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin ya rabbal alamin.
Okay, for the salam PPG, Okay, please, Miss Aprilia. Yeah, please, Miss Aprilia. Time's for yours.
Salam PPG. Senyum.
Okay, wait a second. Non-recording call.
Let me count until 3. Okay.
And then it is not only Salam PPG, right? It is Salam
Yes.
PPG Indonesia. You gotta sound it in a low way. Yeah, come on.
Okay, in count 3, I count until 3. 1, 2, 3. Salam PPG
Indonesia.
Senyum. Salam.
Tapa.
Semangat. Sukses.
Surga.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Miss Aprilia. Now, time for ice breaking. To Mr. February.
Okay, wait a second, Mr. Five, before you're going to do the ice breaking. Next time, when you're gonna lead for the Salam PPG Indonesia, no cheating allowed. Yeah, Mr. Aprilia, it seems like you're still looking at the note. You're gonna memorize all of that one. Yeah, because you're going to use it all the time while joining the sessions. Okay, miss? Come on, Mr. February, please lead us to do an ice breaking of the day, please.
Okay, I have some ice breaking. You just follow me in my gesture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6,
7,
7,
8.
8.
Okay. Okay, we try one more time. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8.
8.
Now we are going with song.
Okay.
Okay, we combine gerak dan lagu ya. Okay, now lagunya lagu anak-anak pada hari Minggu. Oke, 1, 2, 3. Pada hari Minggu ku turut ayah ke kota, naik delman istimewa, ku duduk di muka. Ku duduk samping Pak Kusir yang sedang bekerja. Mengendarai kuda supaya baik jalannya. Hei, tuk tik tak tik tuk tik tak tik tuk tik tak tuk. Tuk tik tak tik tuk tik tak tuk tuk tik tak tik tuk tak tik tuk. Tuk tik tak tik tuk suara sepatu kuda. Oke. Thank you, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. That's an interesting kind of ice breaking, yeah. But the ice breaking, I guess that should be relevant for the elementary school student, I guess, yeah. Thank you, Mr. 5 February, yeah.
Sir, because I'm a teacher in elementary school.
Okay, you are an elementary school teacher.
So
Okay.
my English not good like you and my friend this territory.
Okay, all good, sir. Yeah.
Terbatas.
Okay, very well. Okay, that's okay. Thank you very much, Mr. 5 February. And then where's Mr. B? Mr. B Suwarno?
Yes, I am, Mr.
Okay. I guess we can start our today's session then. And Miss Ila Kholila is still hiding behind the camera, yeah. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. The respected here senior teacher, we have Miss Rusmi with us, and then also all our beloved student of PPG Daljab from English Department, Faculty of Education, Muhammadiyah University of Jakarta. Alhamdulillah, finally you guys made it to join the second subject of PPG Daljab. And then before you're going to join this session, I want you to please try to make an evaluation first based on the first subject. On the previous first subject, since it is in a large class, maybe you guys can join every single session without talking or without being active, because we have around 32 students, and then if we try to be honest, only several students that keep on active all the time. Okay, and for this second subject, I'm demanding every single of you here, you're going to have a chance to practice your English. That will be the first. You're going to practice your English, you're going to learn to use your English, and then since our second subject here, it will be focusing on making or in designing an innovative kind of learning for these students. So you better start thinking about what is it that your strength, what is it the innovative, what is it the creative kind of the teaching and learning that you're going to provide for your students. Okay, and then please try to consider all of your score. You may try to count it by yourself here. Okay, on the first subject, I got this list of this score, and then I got this kind of assessment from the lecturer, from the senior teacher, and then blah 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 blah. So you guys can guess if you can pass for the PPG Daljab or no, based on the score that you guys got on every single subject that we have, from the first subject till the last subject of PPG Daljab. And then for the first session, I would like to ask the permission, Miss Rusmi, I would like to lead them to explain. First, I'm gonna explain what is it that they're going to do for the second subject based on the PowerPoint presentation that we had on our orientation page. Yeah, that will be the first. And then we are going to have a look at the learning management system. What will be the assignment? Yeah, for the first day of the second subject here called Pengembangan Perangkat Pembelajaran, or developing the learning design. Is that clear enough, everyone?
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share the file then. Okay, is it clear, everyone?
Still loading. Okay,
Okay, have done, sir.
this clear.
Okay, so first of all, this will be the repetition. I already explained all of the detail for the second subject of PPG Daljab when you guys had the orientations. But the policy, we have to explain also the overview about what is it that you're going to do when you guys joining the second subject of this PPG Daljab. And then the first slide here, it is okay, developing the learning details. You can call it here developing a learning process, a teaching process, and then how that you're going to design an innovative kind of learning. This will be the main focus for the second subject. And then this will be the same. It is about the activities for the second subject. And if you try to have a look at this picture, second subject consists of several things. Starting with the first here, exploring the alternative solutions based on the two main problems that you guys collected on the first subject. So it is still connecting. Exploring alternative solutions mean you're going to create several kind of alternative solutions that gonna fix the previous problem that you guys collected. So that's what we call by exploring alternative solutions. And then second one, you're going to design. You're going to define, you're going to decide which one from all the alternative solutions that you guys already write it down, and then you're going to decide which one gonna be the solution for all of the problems. And then after that one, you're going to make a plan, an action plan. An action plan here, it means you're going to make an action plan how do you going to implement the solution that you already chose, and then it will become your guys' preparation to do the teaching practice. But before you are going to do the teaching practice, you are going to have a chance to do a trial first. And then the trial here in a form of a peer teaching process. And the last one, it will be a making, a planning for the evaluations. What kind of the evaluations? Based on the problems that you guys got, based on the solution that you guys selected, and then based on the action planning that you are going to implement, based on the problem and then also the solutions. That will be the last focus for this second subject here in designing an innovative learning for your guys students. Okay, you're going to consider the fourth step, and then the fifth one, sixth one, and then the seventh one. Okay, now let's try to have a look at in details here. Okay, this activities consists of 3 days. You guys gonna explore the alternative solutions. So let's hope on 3 days you already created, you already selected several kind of the alternative solution that you are going to explore. You're going to mention the first solutions, second alternative solution, the third alternative solution, and then explore it. it is really matched with the problems, or it is still need to be considered as the alternative solutions. And then 3 days in defining or in deciding the solutions. Yeah, so I guess it is 3 days exploring the alternative solutions, 3 days to decide. You guys have 3 days. Yeah, can you guys imagine that one? 3 days only in deciding what kind of these solutions that you're going to use for your problem solving. Yeah, and the next one, 6 days here, you're going to make an action plan. Yeah, and then 2 days you're going to plan here what kind of the evaluation that you're going to make. So in total, how many days that you're going to have here? It is consists of 14 days for the second subject of PPG Daljab. Yeah, for main focus, starting exploring with the alternative solutions, okay, and then defining or deciding the solutions, making an action plan, and then making also an evaluations. And then I'm not gonna discuss about this one. Now let's go with the first day. So that's what we're gonna do for today based on this PowerPoint presentation. And then we are going to take a look at in our learning management system, it is similar or no, because we are using our learning management system as the guidance here. Yeah. So if for the first meeting here, the topic it is about exploring the alternative solutions, and then we are going to do the synchronous model system here. It will be 3 hours. Yeah, and then this will be the activities for you guys. You're going to make classify the alternative solutions. Yeah, and then you're going to arrange preparing. Yeah, you're going to present based on your guys, what is it? Yeah, based on your guys mini research or a simple research when you guys doing reviewing related literature on it. Yeah? And then second one, it is still relevant here with reviewing related literature and then exploring alternative solution as a tool, and then arranging, and then also you're going to present the worksheet about the alternative solution. And then last one, okay, if you guys try to have a look at this one, you're going to do an interview about the alternative solution. It is similar like the previous one that you guys conducted while we have the first subject, but the difference here located only on the alternative solutions. If the previous one, you were making the interview, you were creating the interview to find out the problems on it, and at this one here is for the solutions. Okay, that will be the focus on the first day, yeah, of the second subject, and this will be for the lecturer and then the senior teacher. And then for the second day, second day here it is still the same, yeah. Okay, it is still the same here, exploring the alternative solutions, yeah. And then it is the presentation, and we are going to do pros and cons about exploring alternative solutions, the root of the literation problem, and then also numerical, and then the characteristic based on what kind of the lesson that you taught for your student, and then also with special needs students with a new paradigm and freedom to learn curriculum, or you guys simply call it here Merdeka Belajar. And that one you're going to do a presentation. It will be based on the alternative solutions, and then it will be the same, yeah. The second day exploring the alternative solutions, yeah, and then you're going to present your result, yeah, after conducting a reviewing of related literature, yeah, a simple research or a mini research. And then the assignment here consists of student worksheet 2.1, yeah, and then it will be about the alternative solutions, your product, your result of the review, yeah, and then also you're going to make the the activities in exploring the previous experience, about the reviewing literature, interviewing, and then focus group discussion with the teacher, with the principal, and then also with the supervisor, and then it will be internal and external with the school, and then also with the expert. Okay, this will be the first assignment that you guys are gonna have for this second subject. Yeah, if you try to have a look at in detail, to be honest, it will be similar with the previous first subject. The difference only here, you guys try to put two details of it. Yeah, exploring the alternative solutions, and then you're going to analyze the alternative solutions. Yeah, so you just try to put it down here, the problems that you guys chose, two main problems, and then also the root of the problems. This will be the new things that you have to fill. Yeah, that will be the student worksheet 2.1, exploring the alternative solutions, and this will be the scoring rubric for this one. So you guys need to consider, if you want to get the maximum score, you gotta fill all the column on the table, and then you gotta focus on the problem that you're going to solve. And then you're going to mention the root of the problem, exploring the alternative solutions, analyzing the alternative solution with a proper kind of language. Since you're guys an English teacher, you need to provide all of this one in a proper kind of dictions, and then also in a proper kind of explanations. That will be the scoring rubric for student worksheet 2.1. And then next, on the next day here, it is still using 3 hours, for the synchronous one. We're going to do the Zoom meeting. You're going to do a presentation based on the result of a mini or a simple research on it, giving a review and then guiding the student to do the discussion. And then you're going to present your alternative solutions. Since in this class, in class here, we have only 12 students, so we're going to ask you one by one. You're going to present your problems, your alternative solutions, and then the result of the analysis of alternative solutions. And then next day here, for the second piece, deciding the solutions, you're going to identify many kind or various kind of solution that may be relevant for the problems that you guys have. And then we are going to decide here which one the most relevant alternative solutions that you already explore as a tool to arrange your guys' presentations. And then here for the student worksheet, deciding the solutions. And the next one, doing the literature review based on the defining of solution. And then you're going to make this one also as the tools, as the preparation for the presentations. And the next one, it is still the same about defining or deciding the solutions. You're going to do an interview, interviewing based on the solution that you already chose, that you already selected with the teacher, principal, supervisor, and then all the element of the school, and then also the expert. And then the result of the interview here, it's gonna be your guys' tools, it's gonna be your guys' considerations while you decide the solution that you're going to use for the problems. That will be the next meeting. And the next one here, on the 17 and 18 days, deciding the solutions, it is still the same. You're going to do the discussion about the solution, and then also you're going to present your deciding solution, which one, the solution that you selected, and then based on the characteristic or based on the criteria in deciding the solutions. And for this one, you're going to have the student worksheet 2.2. It is so deciding the solutions, and then this will be the form of it. Exploring the alternative solutions, and then list of the relevant solution that you're going to use, and then you're going to analyze how did you decide the solutions that you chose, and then analyzing the alternative solutions. That will be the form of student worksheet 2.2 in deciding the solution. And this will be the rubric, the scoring rubric. it will be the same, I guess. Yeah, the deeper located here on your guys' exploration of the alternative solutions, relevant solution, the process of analyzing the solution, and then using a proper diction, using a proper kind of language. And the next one here on 19 and 24, you're going to make an action plan. Yeah, planning an action plan. You're going to design an innovative kind of learning based on the root of the problem, and then based on the hypothetical solution that you already formulate, yeah, based on the previous subject, yeah, based on problem-based learning, and then also project-based learning. You have to remember these two main things. Yeah, these two learning models that allow here to develop or to build an innovative learning. It should be based on problem-based learning and then also project-based learning. And the next one, you're going to design, you're going to arrange, you're going to make a lesson plan. This lesson plan, especially for those for this school that's still using a K-13 kind of curriculum, but for the freedom to learn curriculum or Merdeka Belajar, you're going to make what we call by modul ajar. And then after that one, you're going to fill it out here based on the problem based or the project based. Yeah, starting with the problem identification of the lesson plan, analyzing the problem when you implementing the teaching and learning, and then how that you are going to analyze the syllabus based on what you arranged before, consists of the lesson plan, your learning material, and then also your learning media, your student worksheet, till the assessment that what you are going to use for the teaching and learning process. Yeah, and then the main thing also for these sessions of making an action plan, you have to consider about several notes here. Your learning media, it should be based on AI. Yeah, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and then also virtual reality. So if you guys still have no idea about what is it artificial intelligence, what is it augmented reality, or what is it a virtual reality, I want you to please try to browse this one and then try to make it relevant with the problem-based learning and then also project-based learning. Yeah, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and then also virtual reality. And the next one here is still the same, making an action plan. You're going to learn more, deeply discuss more of the lesson plan that you're going to use when that you're going to arrange the lesson plan. And then it is still making the lesson plan, discussing actively with the lecturer and also senior teacher to get the overview, to get the description, and then the same perception here about the lesson plan or about using modul ajar, a learning module for the freedom to learn curriculum based on what is project based and then also problem based learning. And then for this one, yeah, you're going to have what we call it here, you can have the design, an innovative design of teaching and learning for 2 action planning. Yeah, one more time, for 2 action planning. 1 action planning here, it will consist of 2 meeting minima, and that this will be the scoring rubric for the action plan. So you guys can guess here what kind of the score, what kind of the mark that you expected to get. Yeah, starting with the first one, yeah, second one till the last one. Okay, and then next, on the next day, it is the process of making the evaluation planning. Yeah, this one here on 25th, yeah, you're going to do planning the evaluation based on the implementing of action planning that you already made. Yeah, and then after that one, making the strategy and an evaluation and literature review. Yeah, and then interviewing the teacher, principal, and then also supervisor, your fellow teacher in your school, expert in many kind of form. Yeah, and then it can be about the reflection, video, observation sheet, and then blah blah blah. And the last one, you're going to present your planning evaluation, what it will look like. Yeah, and then next here on 25 and then 26, you're going to do what we call by detraining. Yeah, detraining for teaching practice, and then we call it here peer teaching process. And then the process here, the tasks that you're going to do consists of the instrument of the evaluation plan based on what is it, the action plan that you guys chose, and then it will be a recording video of your guys teaching training. Yeah, it should be consist of 40 till 50 minutes. Okay, that will be the task for this one. Yeah, and then this will be the scoring rubric of it. Yeah, starting with the instrument that you guys use. Yeah, and then this will be the instrument of the peer teaching process. How did you do the perception? How did you stimulate the students? Yeah, how did you making a group in your guys teaching process? How did you use the method, learning model approach, and then the learning media? Yeah, and then how did you use this, what we call the technological pedagogical content knowledge, or TPAC, based on Industrial Revolution 4.0? And then after that one, how did you make a various kind of interactions, and then time management? Yeah, how did you organize various kind of learning resources? And then after that one, how did you integrate the critical thinking skill, creative thinking, reflective thinking, yeah, and then decision making in a teaching and learning process based on inquiry-based activities? And then how did you use your volume, your voice, your intonation while giving the explanation for the students, and then the use of proper language? How did you use the analogy of it, and then how did you communicate non-verbally, and then how did you create, yeah, a learning situation, a fun one, yeah, an attractive one, and an interesting one for the students? And then it will be also about your guys' outfit. How did you dress? Yeah, and then the next year it will be about the scoring process, and then the result, assessment of learning for learning, and then also assessment as the learning, and how did you give the enforcement and punishment, reward and punishment for the student. And then last one here it is, how did you guys close the teaching and learning sessions?
Nanti jam 9 ya. 8.26.
Okay, would you please try to mute it first? Okay, thank you. And then next here it will be the scoring component. There will be the scoring things for the second subject. The first, it will be based on the process, yeah, and then the score here it will be 25 based on your guys worksheet, the product here 20, and then based on your learning design here 2. Okay, you have to consider 2 action plan that you're going to implement with also evaluation planning. Here the score it is 20, and then the peer teaching it is 15, and then last one your guys attendance it will be 20, and then in total it will be 100. Okay, from all of the point here, starting with the first day till the last day of the second subject for this PPG Daljab, the challenge for you guys, it will be making a peer teaching video, I guess. Yeah, the challenge here it will be how did you going to decide, yeah, how did you going to decide here when that you are going to make, when that you are going to record a peer teaching video for your friend, with your friends, yeah, because the peer teaching video that you are going to record here, it will be the peer teaching that you gonna do the teaching and learning process with your fellow teacher. This is a training teaching, yeah, teaching training for you before you're going to do the teaching practice. Okay, so starting from day 1, starting from now here, I want you to please make a planning, when that you're going to set the peer teaching process with your friend, and then try to ask their time, yeah, set the date when that you're going to record it, yeah, because this will be the challenging one, the challenging task. It's different with filling out only several points in a column, in a table. It's different, right? For the peer teaching one, you're going to record the peer teaching process here, and then it will be 40 till 50 minutes of recording the peer teaching. That's why it is a challenging one. I want you to please, starting from day one, you gotta set the date. You gotta set your plans who's gonna be the one that joining your peer teaching process, and then when that you're gonna do that one. Okay, that will be the overview of the second subject of PPG Daljab based on the PowerPoint presentations. Do you guys have any question related to all of the explanations? Come on. If there are no questions, we're gonna go with the learning management system. Come on.
May I, Mr. Sofian?
Okay, come on, Mr. B. What is it? The questions?
Mr. Sofian, in doing the peer teaching with our partner, yeah, how many teachers partner should be in our class, Mr. Sofian?
Okay, I guess you can manage several teachers, yeah? Mr. Rusmi, maybe consists of 5 or 6 teachers, that should be okay, I guess, miss? Or it should be less than 5 or 6 teacher, Mr. Rusmi, for conducting the peer teaching, yeah? As long as it is not 1 or 2 teachers, yeah? Okay, Mr. B, do not make a peer teaching process, and then your student rule here, the teacher is consists only 1 teacher and then 2 teachers. Please consider make it more than 2 or more than 3 teachers. Okay, Mr. B?
Okay,
and then,
thank you, Mr. Sofian.
Yeah, and then let me repeat it one more time. Since it is the most challenging task, yeah, for the second subject, you really need to set a date when you're going to record the peer teaching process. And then who will be the participants? Yeah, because if we try to have a look at the schedule on our PowerPoint presentation and then also on learning management system, it is consists only 2 days. Yeah, 2 days that you're going to record the peer teaching process. And then if you are not planning it starting with the day 1 of this second subject, it will be difficult for you to make it in time based on the schedule that we're gonna have. Yeah, on the meeting on our 25 or 26 of meeting consists of 2 days. We are going to discuss more about the peer teaching preparations, and then also on the 26th you are going to upload the link of your guys video while conducting the peer teaching. That's why I want you to please try to plan when you're going to do the peer teaching, and then who will be the participant for the peer teaching, yeah? And then what kind of the alternative solution based on the previous problem that you're going to fix. Is that clear enough, Mr. B?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sofian. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Do you have any question? Or that was clear for the PowerPoint files? Come on. Come on. Okay, why it seems like so heavy? Yeah, it seems like I saw Miss Indri Puji Lestari. Why it is a top talks, I guess. Come on, what is it? Come on. Mr. Hildas, do you have anything? Okay, look at the smile of Mr. Hildas. That's an easy peasy to do. Yeah, that's what we want.
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Sofian. I'm a little bit worried this time when I joined with this Zoom. There's something wrong with my connection and others. So I watch. I'm listening. Your instruction is very fast. Sometimes it's lost in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'd like to discuss with my friends about this plan. That's enough.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Hildas. And then why I'm explaining very fast? Because I told you this, the repetition of what I have already explained on your guys' orientations. There's only the reinforcement. What does it really matter for you that you have to consider for the second subject? That's why I'm making this one fast, because if I try to make it slowly, so we are going to have to lack of time only to discussing about what is it the overview, so we can go with the next topic with the focus that we're gonna have for the first day of the meeting of the first session. Okay, Mr. Hildas?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Come on, anyone else? Do you guys have any questions or no question at all? Come on, Miss Baby, do you have anything to say? No? All clear?
Okay, sir. So maybe I just wanna make sure about the peer teaching. About my peers is going who are gonna attend my class later. Should they be senior teachers? Is there any special or specific requirement regarding that? Like there should be at least one senior teacher, for example, or can they be like just my fellow teachers, like from the same age or even younger?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, sir.
Thank you, Miss Baby. Okay, for the peer teaching process, you may choose any kind of teacher, as long as the teacher here is your fellow teacher, your friend. Yeah, you can ask them. Yeah, if he or she is a senior teacher, that should be okay. It is a junior teacher, that should be okay. Any kind, any type of teacher, you may do that one, as long as you can set the date, as long as you can plan it now. Okay, you have only 2 days to record a 40 to 50 minutes video. Yeah, and then do aware that you guys must be busy, and then your teachers, your friends, the other teacher, they have also their schedule. I want you to please try to talk with them starting with day 1 of this second subject. Yeah, so there will be no such kind of sir, all of my friends, they're busy, and then there will be no excuse, because I already remind you guys starting with day 1. Yeah, you are going to have a challenging, a busy schedule. Can you imagine that one? On our 25 and then 26, it is close to 17th of August, I guess. Maybe some of you become the committee of August, become the blah blah ceremony, blah blah blah. That's why you have to set the date, set the planning, how that you are going to do the peer teaching process in 2 days, and then the second day you are going to upload the link, yeah, based on the recording video. Okay. Okay, Miss Ila Holila, good morning. Hello. It seems like you work overtime. Yeah, last night. It is still the same with Miss Baby, and then maybe the rest of you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so sorry for coming late today,
Okay.
Mr.
All good. All good. Do you have any question that you want to ask or no?
Not for the things, but I just worried with the condition in my school, since today there is a bad news that my headmaster is what is it about COVID? Yes, so that my students today they have to learning online, and my friends, my teachers are some of them are positive, and that's why I'm not in a very good condition today. Please pray for
Okay.
us. Thank
Okay.
you.
I hope everything's gonna run well for you and then your school, Miss Ila Holila. Okay. Anyone else? Do you have anything to ask? Or are we gonna move with what we are going to focus on through the learning management system? We are going to have a look at the learning management system. No?
One more, sir.
Okay, come on.
One more question. Should they be? I mean, like my audience in the peer teaching, should they be of the same subject? Should they be English teachers or can be any teachers of any other subject?
Okay, you may choose any kind of teacher as long as they're concerned you're going to teach them English. That should be the point. Yeah, even if they're a math teacher, yeah, or religion teacher, or any kind of teacher, they have to be concerned that you're going to teach them English. That should be the point. Okay, so you may choose any kind of teacher as long as they're aware, okay, you're going to teach them English. I guess that's clear. Yeah, Miss Baby. Hello, Miss Baby. That's clear.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, next, come on, Mr. Five. What is it that you want to say, please?
Sir.
Yep.
How long the duration for video, sir?
Okay, the duration of the video consists to 40 till 50 minutes. Yeah, that based on the recording of the peer teaching, 40 till 50 minutes. Okay, Mr. Five, 40 till 50 minutes. Okay. Anyone else? No one?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
There's more questions about peer teaching. I mean, what about the material? Should I choose based on my material? I mean, and now we are talking about Merdeka Belajar. What about material? It should be related to the situation, I mean, Merdeka Belajar or the last curriculum. That's it.
Okay. Based on the curriculum of a certain school that you guys teach in, that will be the answer, I guess. Yeah, if your school here consists of a freedom to learn curriculum, yeah, so you may use the freedom to learn curriculum kind of guidance. If your school still use the K-13 kind of curriculum, so based on K-13 kind of curriculum, that will be the answer, Mr. Hildas.
Yeah, because I'm teaching class 11, the second class, not the first. So I haven't got the instruction to implement the freedom curriculum from that class.
Okay, so if there are no policy from the principal for the student that you teach for, so you don't have to use that one, I guess. Yeah, try to use the regular one, K-13 one. Okay, Mr. Hildas? Okay, I guess that's enough. Now let's go with the learning management system. After I explain about the learning management system, and then Miss Rusmi, you're going to guide them for what they're going to do for today, and then I'm still gonna watch the discussion. Okay, Miss Rusmi? Okay, permission to share the screen, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sofian.
Okay, this will be the things that you guys have to consider for the first meeting of second subject. Yeah? So first of all here, point 4, we have the exploring alternative solutions. This is what we do now. And then after that one, you're going to a learning material exploring the alternative solutions. And then next we are going to have collaboration exploring the alternative solutions. This through the asynchronous, I guess. Yeah, that will be the focus of the day here. Grouping and exploring the alternative solution as a tool to arrange, and then preparing the tools for the presentations, and then doing the literature review in exploring the alternative solution as a tool to prepare your guys' worksheet for alternative solutions, and then conducting the interview based on what is it here, based on the alternative solution to the teachers, principal, supervisor, your fellow teacher in school, and then also expert that you decided that you independently chose to explore the alternative solution, and this will be your tools for the alternative solutions worksheets. Yeah, and I guess that should be the first focus of this second subject. I hope you guys gonna discuss this one with Miss Rusmi and then also with me. Come on, Miss Rusmi, time is yours, Miss, to lead us in conducting the discussions.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Mr. Sofian. Bapak Ibu, good morning. Good morning. I think today we will discuss
Morning.
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 Today we will discuss implementation of exploration, ya Bapak Ibu. Implementation exploration of alternative solution. Is that right, Bapak Ibu?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. I think as a teacher, we have about many solutions about how to teach our student, or in another type, maybe alternative solution is as a material for complaining and preparing presentation, which will later to include in our preparation. Or as maybe if we will say about which material that will be included as a reset, like result of worksheet, ya Bapak Ibu, LKPD atau LK atau kita sebut dengan worksheet sederhana, ya Bapak Ibu. I think that is about to make many alternative, that which material that we will ask or we have prepared it to our student to make easier they learn in English, and a series of alternative solution to explore our activities maybe consists of group, make a group of exploration of alternative solution course. Jadi yang pertama kita buat grupnya dulu ya Bu, tentang alternative exploration-nya, and then we will have about, setelah mengelompokkan, Bapak Ibu bisa make alternative or maybe will compiling and preparing presentation material, conduct a literature review maybe, and then to explore about alternative solution as a material for complying and preparing presentation. Maybe all of you can make about alternative solution worksheet, and then maybe conduct interview regarding to get alternative, or please make preparation about make about easier to our student. We will about teach in class, because the classroom is our authority. Maybe if you don't like about this preparation, you will get about alternative or maybe about interactive learning in the class. And from this solution, Bapak Ibu bisa memilih yang terbaik, ya Bapak Ibu, ya, to find the best solution. Even though you have about maybe I have about many material to have about solution to make our students to know about vocabulary, or maybe about reading comprehension, and then about student know interest about English. That is about authority of our teacher in the classroom. Jadi Bapak Ibu silakan nanti kita diskusikan di sini kira-kira alternatif terkait dengan solusi yang Bapak Ibu guru laksanakan, apakah sudah sesuai. Maybe sharing ya Bapak Ibu, ya, just sharing or give about another advice or opinion about 2 hours. Maybe if you have about explore alternative solution as material for compiling and preparation alternative, you have about ask, or maybe another participant will give about I think about opinion too. Bapak Ibu bisa memberikan juga pendapat, ya. Untuk pertemuan pertama ini Bapak Ibu, ya, on the first meeting about pengembangan bahan pembelajaran, ya Bapak Ibu, kita sudah bisa melihat mungkin dari hal-hal yang untuk membahas tentang pelaksanaan tersebut. Have you about maybe about something confused or make about how to do this text, or maybe you will ask about, ma'am, that is so very, so make me confused about alternative solution, like this. Ya Bapak Ibu. Maybe you will ask about something, and kalau kita membuat alternatif solusi ya Bapak Ibu, ya alternatif solusi sebagai bahan menyusun dan persiapan bahan presentasi itu memang that is not easier. I think that is not easier, but maybe we try to do this tag, because that is about for your LK, yeah, for your and then about upload to this LMS ya Bapak Ibu, ya Learning Management System. So we use about maybe that is about from Bapak Ibu, or we'll get about another exploration of alternative solution, Bapak Ibu. Kita mulai ya Bapak Ibu ya. Let me see, maybe Mr. Bisowarno. Today you will discuss about implementation exploration of alternative solution as a material, or you will about suggestion or maybe opinion. Please share to others.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Susmi. Yeah,
yes, sir.
I'll try to share my worksheet.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, is it clear to my friend?
Yeah, yeah, Pak, is that clear?
Yeah, according to the presentation from my friends in PPG Daljab here, most of them decided to explore the motivation of the student to study. Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, sorry Pak Bisawarno. This is related with class, ya. Related with problem, big problem about root of problem ya Pak ya.
Yeah, root of problem.
Yang maksudnya yang Bang ada hubungannya dengan yang sudah Bapak buat kemarin ya, bukan yang baru maksud saya.
Yeah,
that is not the newest. Ya, akar masalah. Iya. Oke Pak, silakan. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, the first is about the motivation, yeah, Mrs. Me. This is the basic problem, Mrs. Me. I think. Yeah. In my school here, I taught I have been teaching in 12 and 11. Their motivation is very low, and according to my the root of the problem is most of the students family don't encourage them to study hard or more seriously. And then the second one is some of the teachers in my school, or maybe in my friend's school, in this PPG Daljab, in this discussion, the teacher are not close to the student, to encourage or to support them to study more seriously. That's why the students don't have motivation, to study a lot. And one of them, the big problem in my school, a few of teachers in my school, sometimes they fired the student. And then the exploration of alternative solution, of course we need, and we want the families of the student to encourage them. We in these cases, we hope there is a good collaboration between the parents, the parents, not only the parents but also the family, with the teachers in school. Yeah, and then from the teachers themselves, yeah, we have to be able to more close with the student, not only in our learning in the class, but also maybe outside of the class, we get close with the student by having a chit chat and maybe asking them maybe some problem or a little problem they have had in maybe at home, maybe with their friends, or maybe in the school. Okay, I think that's all, Mr. Susmi. Thank you very much. I need suggestion and advice from Mr. Sofian and Mr. Rusmi and me, and of course from my partners here. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you, Mr. Bisawarno, Mr. B. Ya. That is about motivation. Bapak mengambil ini ya?
Iya, Bu.
Motivasi belajar siswa yang rendah. That is low motivation.
Low motivation. Basic problem, Mr. Susmi.
Low motivation and yeah, maybe some school like Mr. Bisawarno say, some school of the teacher are not very close. That is true, are not very close because they see maybe about the teacher is so very busy, so they don't make to make about close ya, close tidak akrab gitu ya Pak maksudnya ya.
Betul Bu. Jadi
the teacher are not very close to the student.
Betul. Bahkan yang tadi saya katakan Bu, ada ini saya jujur Bu ya. Di sekolah saya ada beberapa guru, ya bukan beberapa sih, sedikit guru yang
little teacher.
Iya, few, just
one
few.
of Pak, berarti jangan little, one of saja Pak.
Ya, one of them. Bahkan memarahi anaknya Bu. Bahkan mohon maaf ini
killer like this, like killer.
Killer
teacher.
Betul, bahkan sampai pernah terjadi orang tua muridnya itu menemui kepala sekolah Bu. Karena anak-anaknya di kelas sangat ketakutan itu Bu. Dan itu terjadi oleh rekan MGMP saya Bu, guru bahasa Inggris.
One school Pak. He is one school.
In my school. In my school. And she teaches 11th grade.
It's 11. SMK ya Pak? SMK atau SMA Pak bisa?
SMA Bu, SMA Bu.
Oh SMA.
Iya.
And that is about big problem ya Bapak Ibu.
Ya, dan ini Bu, dan jujur juga guru ini bukan guru asli dari sekolah saya Bu, jadi guru pindahan. Dan guru ini yang saya lihat latar belakangnya sering dipindah-pindahkan karena masalah itu Bu. Ini menjadi masalah sekarang sekolah
because
saya.
Because of their character, maybe of his character. His or she Pak?
Yeah. Maybe she has a big problem at her house or in her family. I don't know.
Ya Bapak Ibu, that is about our problem. But if we will to make close with our student, that is, I think that is good to our. But maybe we didn't have about spare time ya Bapak Ibu ya. Tidak ada waktu pasti, tapi untuk to make a guidance about our student that is low interest to study English, that is not speak English, study English. Maybe sometime motivate, or we will about give them about solution. Why you have about they don't have about motivation, and maybe we have got about ask the student to make about maybe about ask to our counseling teacher ya Bapak Ibu ya, counseling teacher and about our teacher. Guru, kalau di kita ada guru ada wali kelas ya Pak, wali kelas dengan PK.
Yeah.
Bapak, tapi kan I think that is not all the student, but Pak Bisawarno say, if they say about the teachers, like we say about peer teacher or guru killer, ya, teacher killer, maybe that is about all student in the classroom, and that is about not easy to have about solution. The one of solution maybe we have moved about the teacher, karena kita sudah tahu ya kalau sudah gurunya ya Bapak Ibu. Itu sudah tanda tanya besar seperti itu, apalagi if we say about all the student will operate with the teacher, so make our classroom is empty, Bapak Ibu.
Yeah,
pernah
that's right.
terjadi tidak? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And this is me a long time ago. The first time I came to 29 high school, my school now, there was the most favorite teacher in my school, and she taught English, Mrs. Rusmi. Waktu saya pertama kali masuk tahun 2007, Bu Rusmi, itu ada guru yang menjadi guru favorit, Bu, dan dia guru bahasa Inggris. Yeah, her name is Mrs. Enda. Yeah, Mrs. Enda.
Mrs. Enda.
Most the student love studying English with her in the class.
Ya,
dia
itu
bahkan
perlu
jadi guru,
dicontoh, Pak. Ya.
Jadi guru betul, Bu. Makanya saya mau mencontoh dia, Bu.
Ya.
Tuh.
I think that is my duplicate
Yeah.
her. Duplicate her.
Even outside of the class, the students would like to follow wherever she moved, she went, because when the students ask everything, not only about the subjects, she would like to answer the students' question. As a matter of fact, she would like to hug the students, Mr. Smith. Kalau bisa dibilang, Bu Endah itu mau merangkul, Bu, kepada muridnya.
Ya,
jadi,
karena ya to be Banglop teacher ya, Mas.
That's right.
Ya. Banglop by student is very good point ya, Bapak Ibu ya.
Yeah.
Dan itu adalah the first point for ours. Maybe we have about my duplicate of Miss Endah ya, from Pak Bisawarno. Kalau Pak Bisawarno kan sudah dekat ya. You are nearer with Mrs. Indah. Maybe you have about share about about her experience. Ya, Pak Bisawarno ya.
I would like to get the example from her.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Bisawarno.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Aprilia, you will give about an opinion, or maybe will have about advice, or maybe not advice. We say about just opinion. Yeah. Okay. Let's Miss Aprilia, please.
Thank you, Miss Rusmi, for the opportunity. Actually, I want to ask about the content of the LK 2.1, especially for the third table, Eksplorasi, Alternatif, Solusi, the exploration alternative solution. I want to ask about the content. Should we do take the literacy source from the book or the internet like we did in LK 1.2, and then do the interview with the fellow teacher or the expert, or should we do just like Mr. Bisawarno did here? Actually, that one what I want to ask about. Maybe Ma'am Rusmi or Mr. Sofian will give us some explanation about that. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Miss Aprilia. Point 2 ya, Miss Aprilia. Point 2.
Table 3.
Point 3.
Alternative.
Pak Biso, will you share screen more?
Okay, this is
point. Yes, this one. Eksplorasi, alternatif, solusi.
Oh, eksplorasi alternatif. Eksploratif solusinya ya.
Yes.
Yes. Pak Biso, number 3, Pak. Number 3 of
No, I mean the third table, ma'am. This one, eksplorasi, alternatif, solusi. Should we fill the content like Mr. Bisawarno did here, or we should do some interviews to fellow teachers or expert, or find some literature source like we did in LK 1.2. Yes.
LK.2.
Literasi belajar.
No.
Bukan Pak, maksudnya mungkin kata Miss April itu
Ini
harus berdasarkan wawancara atau
berdasarkan wawancara atau
literatur gitu.
ya.
Itu
Berdasarkan
Miss.
wawancara.
Ini sudah berdasarkan wawancara ya Pak ya? Sudah bukan ini ya? That is has about by interview.
Yeah,
Interview from this expert ya Pak ya?
With the vice principal.
Oh, vice principal.
Okay. And should we put the source literature again or no, or just put the interviews? Is it okay if we put? Is it okay if we only put the interview? Or we should add more source like literacy, like that.
Literation with the motivation of the student to study. Kalau if they love reading, of course they have a good motivation to study.
Pak Biso ini sudah berdasarkan interview belum gitu Pak maksudnya?
Yeah.
Depend your interview with
the vice
expert.
principal.
Oh,
With the
vice principal.
Yeah, vice principal of he had been the vice principal curriculum in my school for 30 years.
Okay, thank you.
I think that's point is as a teacher, we just make about being loved. As a teacher, we must being loved by student. If we will ask about the student is very good point of ours. Bapak Ibu, kalau saya garis bawahi dari Pak Bisawarno ini, he asks about to be being loved teacher, we must close with our student. Ya, Pak Bisawarno seperti itu ya?
Ya Bu, betul Bu,
ya,
betul.
Ya.
Jadi, when we are close to the student dare to ask everything.
Yeah.
To the teacher, and they will have okay, for the first low motivation, the next day good motivation, better motivation, and maybe the best motivation.
Okay.
We are close to the student.
Okay, thank you Pak Bisawarno. Who first, Miss Endang or Miss Desmi? Miss Desmi ya, okay, Miss Desmi first. Yeah, Miss Desmi. Okay, please, Miss Desmi.
Still unmute, Miss Desmi.
Desmi, you are still unmute your microphone. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Desmi.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, I just want to give a little suggestion to Mr. Biswarno.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, I think to do the LK 2.1, untuk mengerjakan LK 2.1, masalah terpilih yang akan diselesaikan, akar penyebab masalah, we can copy paste from the previous LK. It means that from LK 1.4 and eksplorasi alternative solution, I think it should be based on the literature and also interview to headmaster, fellow teacher, and others. And then analysis alternative solution. I think it is the combination between interview and literature. I think in your exploration alternative solution, I think it is sepertinya ini cocoknya ke analisis alternatif solusi kayaknya.
The last
column. Ya, the last column. Kolom yang ketiga sepertinya itu cocok untuk suitable for analysis alternative solution. I think. Okay, if I mistake, Forgive me.
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
Mrs.
thank you,
Desmi,
sir.
for your advice and suggestion.
Okay, thank you, Miss
Okay, thank
Desmi.
you.
Is
Okay, I
that
think
clear
that's
ya,
all.
Pak Bisawarno? Is that
Ya,
clear
Bu.
about from Miss Desmi ya? Miss
Okay.
Endang,
Yes, ma'am.
how about you, Miss
Maybe
Endang?
my question same with Miss Aprilia.
Yeah.
As Mr. Sofian explained before, it's based on literature and interview. So should we put into eksplorasi alternatif solusi like LK 1.2? Jadi apakah kita harus masukin juga kayak kemarin tuh ini hasil literatur source and interviewnya gitu, baru nanti di analisis alternatif solusi we can explain. I just want to ask it, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Endang. What is mean? Point 1, 2, or
Waktu di LK
Endang yang point 1?
Kolom 3.
Di kolom 3
3.
ini.
Kolom
Iya,
3.
ma'am.
Oh, yeah. This is about eksplorasi alternatif solusi.
Yes. Waktu di LK 1.2 eksplorasi penyebab masalah kan berdasarkan literatur dan hasil wawancara. Jadi diisikan, dimasukkan hasil wawancara dan literaturnya. Apakah ini juga gitu, ma'am?
Yeah,
Maybe
that
like
is conduct literature review explore.
Okay, ma'am.
Harus berdasarkan itu ya Bapak Ibu ya, mengelompokkannya. I think that is conduct a literature review to explore alternative solution.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Miss Endang. Any others, Bapak Ibu? Miss Aprilia. Oh, sorry. Mr. Hildas. Mr. Hildas.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Hildas.
One more ya, Bapak Ibu.
Yeah, Mr. Hildas, wait a second. I want every single of you guys try to throw your opinion, try to give a suggestion, try to talk. Yeah, so I can give you the score for being active. It will be a full score. Yeah. Okay, guys. If you haven't talked at all, try to talk. Proceed, Mr. Hildas.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sofian. I'd like to make a question. Excuse me, Mr. Bisawarno. I see the column, the root cause of problem. Tidak adanya no encouragement from the family. I think you have given an interview to all family. I'm not sure about this. How many families have you interviewed about this? Because I see number one, no encouragement from the family. Is it all the family, or I don't know how many the presentation, I mean, is it right, all the family? That's Mr. Bisawarno. I'm sorry.
Okay, Mr. Hildes, I take this root of the problem from the no encouragement from the family. When I interview my friend, my fellow teacher here, she is the deputy of the class, and she told me, in the interview, most of the students in her class got the problem from the basic family, Mr. Hildes. And a couple weeks ago, four students in her class got a big problem for student unrest, Mr. Hildes.
Okay.
And it means we can take the decision that the family didn't do the basic tasks, to give the children, to control the children about everything, especially in the education. Mr. Hildes, the children went home until late at night, at midnight, 12 p.m.
Oh,
And
sorry.
the parents, some of the parents called the vice principal, called the deputy of the class, and then most of them hang out until midnight. And
Is
one
it
of
during
the
PGG,
students,
right? Is it during PGG or in the
no,
real?
in a couple weeks ago, in
Couple weeks
PTM.
ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
in PTM.
Okay.
It means no control from the parents
Family.
in the
From
family.
their parent, their parent control.
That's right. It means the parents didn't encourage the children or the student to you are a student, you must have a task to study, don't go home late.
Yeah. So
It
it means
connected.
that the most of family don't give encouragement to their family. To their children.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Bisawar.
Mr. Hildes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hildes.
Ma'am, can I give
Okay,
some
please.
suggestion?
Ya, one more. Oke, silakan.
Okay. Mr. D, I'm
Masih
so
penasaran
sorry.
nih, Miss Endang.
For the roots, number 1, nothing encourage. I think it can be a new problem.
Yes,
So
that's right.
from the first root, we can get new roots gitu. Jadi dari masalah yang akar penyebab masalah ini bisa jadi masalah yang nanti ternyata when family nothing encourage, itu pasti ada sebabnya gitu. Jadi maybe from their parents' time, because their parent work until afternoon many time, and then they cannot to motivate more to their children like that maybe.
Yeah, that's right, Miss Endang. Miss Endang. In my school, from now on, there are some of the students have their parents work until night, and then it doesn't mean that the parents is a big businessman or businesswoman, because my school not so far from a big traditional market, Miss Endang, pasar Kebayoran Lama, and some of them the parents sell vegetable and then daily needs, and because of they are so very busy, the children have no control and attention from the parents, and even Miss Endang, the children must help their parents to sell the things in the traditional market. Two students as the example, in when the PJJ was running a year or 2 years ago, they were never in the video conference studying. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that's right.
Actually, yesterday I want to choose for upload LK 1.4 this problem, but I think I cannot get the solution. So jadi orang batalin gitu. I cancel it.
Yeah, this is a very complicated problem, Miss Endang. Very complicated. Yeah,
Oh, yes,
very
sir.
complicated. Very complicated. Okay, thank you. Mr. Smith, back to you.
Okay. Yes, yeah.
Thank you very much. Any others? Bapak Ibu, that's enough?
Yes. Yeah. Miss Rusmi.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Miss Rusmi.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Miss Dwi.
Ya.
Ma'am. Miss Dwi.
Terima kasih, Ma'am Rusmi.
Yeah.
Mr. Biswarno.
Yes.
Sorry, and speaking in Indonesia. Masalah yang akan diselesaikan itu kan Pak Biswa itu motivasi belajar rendah dan minat membaca. Kalau saya tangkap waktu lagi Miss Rusmi bicara, alangkah baiknya memilih salah satu apakah motivasi atau minat membaca supaya tidak terlalu kompleks, tidak terlalu besar permasalahannya. Mohon maaf kalau misalkan saya salah gitu ya, salah dengar. Ya, ini saran saya aja seperti itu. Thank you.
But you have upload ya Pak? Pak bisa you have upload about this LK?
Belum Bu, belum.
Bukan yang pertama waktu.
Sudah. Yang pertama saya pisahkan kok Bu.
Cuman
kan cukup karena begitu saya pikir kan antara motivasi belajar siswa yang rendah pasti berkaitan dengan ya pasti dia malas baca.
Yes.
Begitu Bu. Pasti ada hubungannya.
Yeah, Pak Biswarno, because about their parents. Yeah, I think if the parents are very busy and they do not have time to advise their children because of their limits, and even if they meet, they have to help their parents. Or I think the root of the problem is the background of the parents. Masuknya Bapak Ibu ya. Ini ke arah background of the parents. When this is about background of the parent, that is to make about the student lazy to study, that is don't have interest to study. I think that is not only study English. Interest of the study maybe all of the subject ya Bapak Ibu ya. But this is about our big problem of our homework ya Bapak Ibu. Kembali lagi, we have much about to guidance our student. Maybe we have about their parents' backgrounds and maybe about student too. Thank you, Pak Biswarno. And then this is about a good solution or I think not the best solution, but good solution ya Bapak Ibu. Kalau mencari best itu agak that is I think that's very difficult to make this. And thank you for Miss Dwi Diana. That is just my advice or opinion ya Miss Dwi. If Mr. Biswarno with about maybe it's okay if you will make about the two about motivation and interest student. That is up of to Mr. Biswarno because that is maybe my very confused ya. Nanti menambah kepusingan Pak Biswarno kalau dua ini. Maybe tapi kalau dua-duanya if you with my about two root of the problem it's okay ya. That is depend on you Pak Biso ya. Depend on you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs.
Baik Bapak Ibu, thank you. Pak Biswarno, Miss Endang, Miss Desmi, Miss Dwi, Mr. Hildes, maybe that is from another participant. Mr. Sofian,
okay.
Mr. Sofian, maybe we continue or another participant, Pak.
Okay, Mr. B, please share your
Mr. B.
Come on.
Okay.
Mr. B.
Please.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. B, I'm waiting.
Yes, please, Mrs. Sofian.
Okay, reshare your worksheet, please.
This is Mr. Sofian.
Yeah, reshare. Okay, it is still loading, I guess. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, this will be the this will be the worksheet that you already conducted for the 2.1 exploring alternative solutions. Yeah. First of all, to be honest, for the worksheet 2.1, can you hear my voice clearly, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Sofian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
now let's try to have a look. Yeah. When you guys answering the question or making this task, you have to remember what I told you guys. You guys have 3 days. Yeah, 3 days to explore the alternative solutions. Yeah, and then on the first day here, you are going to fill the exploring alternative solution with several alternative that you are going to use. Okay, and then Mr. B here putting several kind of alternative solutions. To me, it is not really a solution. To be honest, when you're mentioning it is the parents should give the spirit or motivation for their kids, and then second one, can you make it okay? Second, Mr. B, okay, there we go.
Yep.
And then you're mentioning here the teacher should be more close with the student while the teaching and learning process. Next one, please. Point number 3.
No, Sofian. No, number 3.
Okay, no, okay, no, okay, no point for the number 3. Let's focus on the first and then second one. If you guys try to analyze this one, it should be no alternative solution, right? What is it? It is only some kind of, okay, this is the cause of the problem, and then the solution based on the parent itself, and then you are asking the teacher to give more approach to the students. What we need you to do here in exploring alternative solution, since the motivation, lack of motivations, and then you wrote here you're mentioning no encouragement, and then also lack of the approach from the teacher, maybe you can think about what is it the teaching and learning that you are going to do here, so we can claim this as the alternative solutions. Okay, for example, lack of motivation, it is about the use of learning media, maybe. Yeah, creating some kind of attractive teaching and learning for the students. That should be the alternative solution, right? Okay, not only okay the parent blah 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 blah, but you're gonna mention what is it the alternative solution for this problem that you're going to provide. Yeah, a random one first, that should be okay. Yeah, take a note for this one, because this is the first day, the beginning of it. Yeah, after this synchronous sessions, you are going to do a literature review based on the motivation problem. You're going to conduct an interview with all the elements. Yeah, so tomorrow you are going to have a broader one. Yeah, a comprehensive one. Today here is the first day of this exploring the alternative solutions. 3 days that you guys got to explore all the alternative solutions. Okay, Mr. B, I hope that will clear for you and then the rest of you guys. Yeah. So what is it, the alternative solution that match with the teaching that you are going to do for these students? That should be the alternative solutions. You're going to use a various method, or you're going to use various kind of strategy, or what is it? Yeah, the solution for this motivation problem. Is that clear, Mr. B?
Okay, thank you, Mrs.
Okay.
This will be.
Okay, and then for the rest of you guys, one more thing. That's okay, you can collect. You can list all of the alternative solution. And then that should be the solutions. Yeah? Not some random opinion like this one. Yeah, if you try to give the opinion, that should be okay. But please consider you are going to think about teaching process for the students. Is that clear for all the participants here? Miss Desmi, Miss Endang, and then the rest of you guys? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear,
Yes, sir.
Mister.
Okay. And then
Miss
yeah.
Ila.
Okay, and the next one, exploring alternative solutions here. You may mention any kind of solutions because we are going to limit the solution that really relevant with it. Okay, and then alternative solution, it should be based on the teaching that we are going to provide for our students. Is that clear? Hello? Okay,
Yes, sir,
now
yes.
let's try to get some response. Okay, let's try to get some response first. Oh. The first it will be Miss Fabi, I guess. Second, Mr. Hildas. Third, Miss Ila. Okay, come on. What is it, Miss Fabi? Keep on sharing the screen, please, Mr. B. Hello, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. What is it that you want to ask or you want to say, please, Miss Fabi? Hello, Miss Fabi? Okay. No response. Let's go with Mr. Hildas. Come on, Mr. Hildas. What is it? You're still mute, sir. Okay.
Okay. Well, I think I'd like to share my worksheet, but I just download it first. But I'm not going to make something. I'm still learning, Mr. P. Suwarno. Yeah.
Should I close the screen, Mr. Sofian?
Okay, that's okay. We close the. Okay. Come on. Mr. Hildas? You're still learning from Mr. B. Okay, next, come on. Miss Ila Holilah Dan. Do you have anything to convey, please? What is it?
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay.
curious with my work actually because I have limited with my problems related with my English class. So that may I share my work this time or later?
Okay, wait a second. Do you guys found it clear what I told Mr. B with his worksheet? Is that clear enough? Hello? Hello, Miss Ila. You're freezing.
Yes.
Yeah, is that clear enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait a second. We have Miss Fabi with us. Hello, Miss Fabi. Come on.
Hello, sir.
Okay, what is it? Do you have a question or you want to share the worksheet? What is it?
I'd like to share my worksheet.
Okay, thank you. So that's enough. No more question for Mr. B. Yeah, that will be the suggestion that I gave to Mr. B. Suwarno. Let's give applause for Mr. B. Suwarno, everyone. Yeah, for sharing his first worksheet. Go back to Ms. Rusmi, please. Come on, Ms. Rusmi.
Okay, thank you, Pak. Thank you, Mr. Sofian. Bapak Ibu, let's continue our discussion.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am Endang, maybe you will share.
No, Miss Fabi. Miss Fabi,
Oh, Miss
ma'am.
Fabi. Oh, okay, Miss Fabi. Miss Fabi, please.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity, Ms. Rusmi. So good morning,
You're
everyone.
welcome, Miss Fabi.
Yeah, so actually I haven't completed the worksheet yet. So, but I would like to invite you all in a discussion. I hope that you all can help me working on this. Okay, so I would like to share my worksheet. Okay. So is it on your screen? Can you see it on your screen?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
First of all, let me explain about what I have written here in this column of analysis alternative solusi. So basically, I have just searched online, trying to find resources from journals, any other educational articles on internet. So basically what I have put here are from the resources. So I haven't really analyzed and paraphrased them. So I'm really sorry. So this is just for the sake of this presentation. Okay, so I have chosen previously two main problems. The first one is many students have very low interest in learning English. That's my first problem. And the second one is almost all of my students struggle with English reading. Okay, and I have analyzed and came up with the main cause, or what we call as the root of the problem. For the first problem, low interest in learning English, I found the root is actually the learning activities that are not attractive enough for them, for the students, and the teaching methods are less innovative, I can say that. So I've got to figure out different kinds of learning activities that can actually attract my students so that they can fully motivated in my class. And I tried to explore different solutions. I tried to find out different ways so that I can solve the problems. And here what I got. Actually, there are more, but then I tried to show just the three of them here. So basically, games. The first one is games. Games is like our savior. Many of English teachers' saviors, because everybody likes games, including us. We might find our session boring if there is no ice breaking, right? So maybe teachers can also try to think out of the box. So probably games can be useful not only for the ice breaking, but why not having the main phase of learning through games? That's what I mean. So here is what I got from the literature review. So yeah, basically it actually matched with the result of my interviews. I think last week when we were asked to conduct interview. So I asked my students what kind of learning activities that you favor the most, and they say that most of them say games. So I can say that almost all students like games. And then the second solution can be through creative assignments. Yeah, some students like to be challenged with a new type of assignment. So especially when they are asked to do something new, right? So probably we can think of some challenging activities here, but basically we need to group the students and then think of some challenging assignments. So I haven't really come up with, the whole things of how to conduct of how to give this kind of assignments, but yeah, so that's what as it is suggested from the literature review. And then the third solution is obtaining by the help of the multimedia. So we can make use of multimedia sources. Like nowadays, there are so many multimedia resources, right? Including songs, TV series, magazines, newspapers, right? So basically, they play very vital role in improving language. Well, I observed this from my own child, my own son. Well, even though I am an English teacher, well, sadly, honestly, I didn't get to teach him a lot English. But then, ever since he was 3 years old, he watched YouTube and learned a lot of English from YouTube. So yeah, many think that my son can speak English because of me, but then that's actually because of YouTube. Yeah, so he understands a lot of English from YouTube. So yeah, we teachers, I think, should utilize a lot of multimedia sources to engage the students in our learning activities. Well, I think that's for the first problem. So I highlight three, three alternative solutions here. And then now we're going to move on to the second problem that I have here is almost all of my students struggle with English reading comprehension. So many feel reading English text very difficult. And I tried to analyze the source of the problem here. And I came up with the answer that the students have a lack of vocabulary and difficulty in sounding out the words in English. So basically, they don't know the meaning and how to say the word. And then I tried to figure out some, some sort of solution, some sort of math, some sort of techniques that maybe I can try to use in the classroom later. So the first here is using a word wall. Yeah, so based on the source that I got just now, a word wall is actually, well, what we have to do is just to type, or we can also handwrite. The more attractive is the better. So we use big letters and write every new words, especially those who are related to our topic of discussion, to our to our basic competence of the day, and then we hang them up on the wall facing the students. So that's yeah, that's basically what we can do with word wall. So hopefully by looking at the words and then of course students will be curious of what is the meaning, and maybe we can also add the synonym and the antonym of the words, and they get used to they will get used to the words. And the second is, this is I think the most interesting one, create vocabulary notebooks or social media contents. So basically I would like to highlight the social media contents here. So creating vocabulary notebook is, we can say that it's actually an old school way, right? So I mean like our predecessors, our teachers from our high school used to use this method too. But it works even until now, I must say it. So basically, vocabulary notebooks encourage students to expand their prior knowledge and boost their English language proficiency. This is what I said there. So we basically ask them to make their own dictionary, right? That's with the vocabulary notebooks. But since we now live in the 4.0 era, the digital era, everything is digital now, and I think all students are interested in using the social media nowadays, right? Namely TikTok, Instagram, what else? Yeah, Facebook is rather old school actually. And so we can modify actually this method. So instead of asking them to write down on the notebooks, probably we can ask them to make a social media content. Yeah, so I actually tried this once, and the students were quite what do you call it? Were quite interested actually, because they could actually really choose the background. They could actually choose any application they would like to use. Like for example, now they have Canva, they have what else? Yeah, Pick College and or any other tools. Actually, what they have to make is they have to make picture, you know, content. They can choose a picture which is related to the vocabulary, which is related to the word they just find, and then they try to find the meaning, and they put the meaning there. And of course, they also need to add the example of usage in the sentence. Yeah, so actually you can find in some Instagram what do you call it, social Instagram accounts already have shared some contents like this. So they share pictures related to the word, and then they put the word there, they put the meaning, they put the sample sentence there, right? But what is different here is that the student is not only accepting it, but they make it, they create it, and they can share it on their Instagram account, and they can ask for as many likes as possible from their peers, from their from their friends. Yeah, so it's about the vocabulary notebooks that is modified a bit. So maybe to put some innovative terms there, we can try to modify this. And then the next is we can also use semantic mapping. So that's basically what I learned here is that the graphic organizer that displays the relationship between specific words and phrases. So basically they just sit together words, and then they try to link, they try to connect the words that have what do you call it? That have a connection, right? I'm going to serve more about this semantic mapping actually. I don't really get the concept yet. And then the next is guided word sorting. Guided word sorting is what I learned is we ask the students to group words. So we basically give the students a list of words, and then they have to group the words based on categories given. For example, okay, group them based on noun, verbs, which are nouns, which ones are verbs, and then or probably from other categories as well. And then the last is word fixes. So word fixes require students to be more attentive. They have to be very detailed. So we try to give sentence with wrong words, or with with wrong word actually, with a wrong use of word, and they have to fix it. Yeah. So yeah. So basically there are 5 I think 5 interesting techniques, or that can be probably become solutions, but I don't know. I will try to figure out more, and I don't know whether it's correct or not. So that's why I share this. I need some insight, especially from our respected teacher, Ms. Rusmi, and also our lecturer, Mr. Sofian. So I think that's all from me. Thank you. Is there any probably suggestions for my work?
Okay, thank you, Miss Fabi. I think that is very complete explain about the root of the problem, ya Bapak Ibu.
Yes,
Yeah. Bapak Ibu, who will respond or provide suggestion and feedback to Miss Pepi? Oh, Miss Ila Holila.
Yes, thank you
Yeah,
very
okay,
much.
please.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I think Mrs. Pepi has no problem in the teaching because her student will definitely not be lazy because you have no very beautiful and very young, yeah. And sometimes our student maybe if she already has capital in teaching because of this one. Is it right ya Bapak Ibu? Aduh, itu modal utama itu kalau sudah masih muda cantik banyak yang nguntit biasanya anak-anaknya seperti itu. Iya, silakan Miss Halila.
Yes, Miss, apalagi ngajarnya SMA ya Bu ya.
Iya
Favorite.
betul, ya. That's right.
Okay.
Ada yang nguntit-nguntit nanti. Ya just kidding Bapak Ibu ya. Please Miss Ila.
Thank you, Bu Rusmi, for the opportunity, Miss Baby. Wow, great job. Applause.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah, great. And the way I'm so happy because the way you elaborate the arguments, the roots, causes, we have the same perception and almost the same step. So that I'm happy because inshallah I'm in the right way gitu ya. But I want to ask you about the analyzing of the alternative solution, Miss Fabi. Since the sentences you elaborate here is really, what is it, precise
Completely.
and yeah, completely.
Completely.
My question is, I know that it is based on the references, right? From the journal or from any other sources, right, Miss Baby? Or this is your own word? The analysis.
Miss Baby, right? This is your own word.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, at the beginning, before I started this presentation, I already what do you call it? Have put say a disclaimer that these words are not mine. So I just surfed on the internet, finding relevant journals and other articles, and I just put them here for the sake of the presentation only. So after this, I'll make sure that before I upload it, I will of course paraphrase or yeah, making an analysis of this first. Yeah, this is just for the sake of the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Phoebe. That's what I did also in the process of analyzing. So I wonder, should we put the sources, the name of the researcher, and also the year, like we did in previous session, or it is okay if we just paraphrase the words without mentioning any kinds of names and years? That's my question. Thank you very much, Ms. Rosmi and Ms. Phoebe.
Okay, you're welcome, Miss Ila Lila. That's enough. Oh, from Miss Aprilia.
Aprilia.
Miss Aprilia, yes.
Okay, thank you.
It's time your Miss.
Thank you, Miss Smith. I want to ask, first of all, I want to give my opinion about this LK baby. I think, yeah, just same like Miss Ila said before, it is very good, and I think you must be very fun in the class. Okay, so since I teach elementary level, I think this eksplorasi alternative solusi and akar penyebab root of the problem is not very different to me. I did something like this too, a game and of singing in the class, in my class, because I teach. I think this is very innovative, and it's give me some new refreshment. So I think this idea I will use to my students too. Okay, that's first. And the second, I think my question is not just same with Miss Ila about the literacy or the source. Should we put in the table or not? And another question is, should we do new interview with another expert or fellow teacher, just like that too? used in table. Okay, that's all the question. Thank you.
Okay,
Very
thank you,
welcome,
Miss
Miss.
Aprilia. Bapak Ibu. Halo.
Mr. Hildes.
Oh, Mr. Hildes
Yeah.
will give
Okay.
question and
Thank
feedback.
you. I
Okay.
think I just want to ask the suggestion to Mr. Fabi about your analysis, analyze our alternative resource. Should we write it down, the names of the resource? For example, this is the resource from the literature, from media, or from something else like that, because it's very good. It's very complete based on your worksheet, because there is no resource, just just analysis for alternative solution. Sorry, this is my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hildes. Miss Baby, you will add something?
Ma'am, Rusmi, can I talk?
Oh,
Rusmi?
yeah. Ya, Bu. Halo.
Halo,
Miss
Ma'am.
Indri.
Rusmi?
Miss Indri or Miss Herlina?
Herlina.
Oh, Miss Herlina. Okay. Yeah. Miss Herlina dulu ya.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Herlina first, and then after that, Miss Indri, and we'll back on Miss Fabi. Yeah.
Actually,
Okay, Miss Herlina.
Yeah, thank you, Ma'am Rusmi. Actually, I still confused to the way to feel, especially exploration, alternative solution and analyze alternative solution. But based on Miss Fabi's worship, I just make conclusion that to feel solution that match with the masalah yang terpilih yang akan diselesaikan, and then to analyze why did you choose this alternative solution. Is that clear? Maybe this question for Miss Febiani or Ma'am Rusmi or Mr. Sofian. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Miss Herlina. Is it Miss Indri? From Miss Indri.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I want to say Miss Baby. It's really good one. Actually, I become it's like self-learning for me because the first one, I mean, I felt confused because I still don't get what I mean, like I have this thought like, oh, should the expression of alternative solution is the thing that we have to do later, the thing that we have to make later in our lesson plan, something like that. But when I see Miss Baby LK, actually it's have similar perspective with me for the exploration alternative solution. And thank you, because it's become clear already for me for that. And then I just want to ask, I don't know, should we like write down the for example, for the first problem, teaching through games, and then help from multimedia and creative assignment. I mean, like, should we write it down like significantly, like teaching through games, what kind of games? Like, should we mention it? I ask because I don't know, or just write it generally like Miss Baby has done, or should we like teaching through games and what games? Should we mention it or not? Actually, I asked this for maybe Mr. Sofian and Ma'am Rusmi for the explanation, or just like this, and then after that on the next LK maybe baru kita sebutkan specifically what kind of games or what kind of media, something like that. And then for the analysis alternative solusi, it's already very clear. I just want to ask, should we write down the source there on the box, on the table, I mean, or should we just like write them like that, and then we can put the source down after the table? That's my question and my comment. Thank you, Ms. Webby, and thank you, Mem Rusmi and Mr. Sofian.
You're welcome, Miss Dwi. Okay, weeks another, maybe Miss Baby, you will get a feedback from this. Miss Baby?
Yeah, yes, Miss. But really, I just want to respond to all the participants that that give comment on my presentation. I would like to say thank you for the very positive comments. And as for the questions, some questions I think have the same point, which is should we write down the source, the sources, right? Well, maybe we later, Mr. Sofian or Ms. Rusni can affirm this, but from my point of view, well, whenever we paraphrase or write down some input or accept from any other people's work, we have to cite it's, I mean, like as long as it is academic work, of course we need a citation. Yeah, that's why I put a disclaimer at the beginning that it is not done yet, just for the sake of the presentation. Of course, we have to write down the source, I think. And then as for what else? Miss Aprilia, right? Yeah, so I think since you are teaching, what do you call it? Since you are teaching elementary school students, yeah, I think my second problem is very relevant to you, right? Of course, vocabulary is actually what should be taught in the elementary level. But in my case, even though I teach senior high school students, I still need to put some effort in teaching them vocabulary. That's why I think that's why we share something in common here, right? About yeah, how to survive in teaching vocabulary. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Baby. Okay, Bapak Ibu, I think that's all about this response or maybe provide suggestion for Mrs. Baby.
May I,
Thank you very
Mrs.
much. Oh, yes. From Mr. Sofian Hadi.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you
silakan.
very much.
Please.
Miss Baby, what a great kind of worksheet that you got here. But I'm gonna give you several kind of correction or some kind of suggestion. Yeah, when you try to mention exploring the alternative solutions, Miss Baby, since this the first time, that should be okay. But tomorrow when we have the revisions, the complete part of this worksheet, so you better try to differentiate from, okay, the alternative solution exploration, for example, the first you got this one from a literature review. Yeah, so first here it is from literature review, so you can put it first here it is teaching through games, yeah, creative assignment, that from the literature review. That will be the first. And then second one, you have to consider also putting the result of interview. What was the result of the interview based on the fellow teacher, principal, and then supervisor, the expert, what kind of the solution that they provided? Okay, then every single time that you put from reviewing related literature, you have to put the sources of it. Yeah, from Harmer, from Holmes, blah 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 blah. Yeah, because that wasn't your original work. Okay, that will be for the exploring the alternative solutions. And then I want you to please try to make more kind of alternative solution also based on your own perspective. You got two kind of input, right? You got it from the literature review, and then you got it also from the interview. Try to make it your own. Yeah, so there will be one perspective of yours that gonna solve this problem. Okay, That will be how that you're going to put the exploring the alternative solutions. And then second one, when you try to analyze the alternative solutions, that's okay to give the explanation about each term that you created here, Miss Baby and Granny, but you have to consider the strength of this, for example, method or model itself, and then after that one, the weakness of it. So we have a balance between the strength and then also the weakness of it. Yeah, so not only mentioning, okay, learning through games, blah 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 blah. It is like it is your own compositions. You gotta support all of your opinion, your statement with some expert opinion. So it is not originally from Miss Baby and Granny, but you try to mention your statement, you try to talk about your statement, and then it is supported by some expert that also mention the same thing. Is that clear? Yeah, Miss Baby and Granny? And then it will be the same also when you try to analyze the alternative solution. You have to make it also different with reviewing from the literature and then also from the interview process. So we have the same kind, similar kind what we had in our exploring the alternative solutions. We divide it into several techniques that we use, yeah, from the literature review and then also from the interview and then from our own perspective. That will be the same also when we have the analyzing about the alternative solutions. Is that clear, Miss Baby?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all I guess what I can give you the suggestion for you, Miss Baby, and then go back to Miss Rosmi. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much from Mr. Sofian. That is, I think that is so very completely to make Miss Baby analyze of the root of problem. Bapak Ibu ya, that is root of the problem. And I think that is many suggestion and feedback from ours. So please, Miss Baby, you have maybe about another solution, or maybe you will give about my review about your root of solution. That's enough, Miss Baby. Hello. Or maybe another suggestion or feedback from others. Let's stop ya Bapak Ibu ya, that's enough. And then let's one more participant ya, Pak Mr. Sofian.
Okay, before we gonna go to the next participant, let's give a round of applause for Miss Baby and Granny, everyone.
Miss Baby and Granny.
Thank you for sharing your complete and then a good kind of worksheet for us here. And for the next participant, Miss Rosmi, maybe we have to ask the participant here if they have a different kind of worksheet that they already completed. Yeah, it is not the same with what Mr. B already shared, and then it is not the same with what Miss Baby shared.
Miss Baby.
Yeah, Mr. B and then also Mr. Baby shared earlier. We have to take a different kind of perspective of working on the worksheet. Okay, come on guys. Do you have any different kind of worksheet with you guys, please?
Any others, Bapak Ibu? Mr. Five maybe?
Okay, come on.
Mr. Five?
Okay. I didn't do it. Saya belum bikin, saya belum buat. Saya masih belajar ya, sir. Sorry.
Okay, Mr. Five. Never mind. But you must make it. That's okay. Miss Holila. Okay.
Yeah, Miss Ila Holila. Wait a second, Miss Ila Holila. So your worksheet here is similar to Mr. B, or it is similar with Miss Fabby, which one?
Miss Fabby.
My worksheet is similar with Miss Phoebe, but I want to clarify something from your explanation, Mr. Sofian.
Okay, come on. So you have different perspective a bit in working on your worksheet then. Come on. Miss Rusmi, is that okay? Miss Ila Halila will be the last that can share her worksheet.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay.
Well, actually, I'm not want to share my worksheet anymore since it's really the same with Miss Feby. The way one thing that I want to do is just clarify the statement from Mr. Sofian that we, in analyzing process, we have to put it. It will be better if we put the strength and weaknesses of it right. So I'm still trying to digest which kind of alternative should we elaborate the strength and weaknesses, since we put from the literature and then the interview and based on our own perspective or the conclusion from us, right? So the way we put the strength and weaknesses is the alternative solution that we want to elaborate in the planning later on, or which kind of it. Thank you, Mr. Sofian.
Okay, Miss Rusmi, you want to answer this question or it's gonna be on me only? Come on. Miss Rusmi? Miss Rusmi, hello? Hello, Miss Rusmi?
Hello. Sorry,
Okay.
because I have moved on another class.
Okay.
Ya.
Silakan mau
Thank
dijawab
you,
sama
Miss
Bu Rusmi
Ila
atau
Halila.
saya yang jawab, silakan. Nanti saya yang jawab kedua, silakan Bu Rusmi.
That's it. Ada different ya, Miss Ila Halila? Is that different from Miss Bisowarno and Miss Feby?
Sorry, ma'am. I said before that I don't want to share my worksheet because it's pretty same with Miss Feby, but I'm curious with Mr. Sofian's explanations about how we elaborate the strength and weakness. Thank you.
Yeah, Miss Ila, I think that will be to make about find about root of the problem, but please find about specific, specific about root of the problem that is to make easy to have about solution of our teach English in our class. Like maybe if you will about parent backgrounds, ya, karena untuk Miss Feby tadi saya sudah melihat ada menggunakan game ya Bapak Ibu ya. They use about analysis about they use like play game, and then some school maybe like Mr. Bisawarno, some school the teacher are not very close, and maybe the student has a time to do not motivate their student. I think it's better if Miss Holila take another solution to make about this problem, because it that's can only suggest copying of the root on the problem from apa ya tadi disebut dengan apa root. Bapak kan hanya mengcopy ya, seperti yang disampaikan oleh Pak Bisowarno, hanya mengcopy, hanya just copy from the root of the problem, and we have interview. If you have about maybe you has about solve the problem from the interview by using your fellow teacher or maybe from senior teacher, please make about the best solution. But I say about the best solution of the alternative of solution as material for compiling and preparing presentation. So which will later be included by the simple reset from student worksheet. Jika sudah, Miss Horila, if you has ready to make a simple reset result from worksheet, you just I think the series of alternative solution of exploration activity that you will consist of maybe make a group atau mengelompokkan ya, Miss Horila. You just make a group exploration or alternative solution, and maybe about conduct literature review, like explore alternative solution as a material, and that is, I think, about our solution. As will be English teacher, so that is about make a presentation of material for alternative solution of student worksheet is very easy. That make easier, ya Miss Olila. Jadi kita buat yang paling mudah. Maksud saya apa ya Pak Sofian ya dalam bahasa Indonesia itu tidak mempersulit diri sendiri begitu ya Bapak Ibu ya. Karena harus berdasarkan resources tadi ya Bapak Ibu ya. Ibu, kita tidak membuat tidak menganalisa sendiri begitu ya Bapak Ibu ya. Our analyze is based on interview of the expert, maybe of senior teacher, fellow teacher, our principal, vice principal, and maybe from the student. That is for me, Mr. Sofian. I think that's all. Miss Holila.
Okay.
Holila.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Rusmi, Miss Ila Holila. Can you hear my voice clearly, Miss? Hello, Miss?
Yes, it's here clearly.
Okay,
Thank
let me clarify what I told you guys earlier. Yeah, when you try to do some kind of analysis for the alternative solutions, you need to, you need to mention what is it the strength of the solutions, what is it the weaknesses of it. Yeah, why did you need to mention the strength and then weaknesses here? To make sure when you try to use this solution, it's gonna relevant with the problem that you are going to have. Yeah, so from the list of the alternative solution that we have, we are going to compare. Yeah, which one here? We are going to do what we call it mixed matching. Yeah, which one that's gonna real relevant for the problems that we have. Okay, that's why when I told you, when you try to put, for example, the use of games of it, yeah, many kind of students or many kind of school gonna think here the use of games gonna solve the problems. You gonna mention, okay, analyze the games itself. First of all, it is not only a simple games. Yeah, if you mention only it is a games, if you mention only at games, it is many games that you can use for the teaching and learning. But you have to consider in choosing first, it should be an educational games, for example. Yeah, it is not a random game that you're gonna use for teaching and learning. Yeah, and then please come with the what is it the advantage of using the games, and then what will be the disadvantage of it if you try to implement that one for your classroom. Okay, and then it will be the same also with any kind of learning media, any kind of strategy, any kind of tools that you guys use for it. Yeah, so you have to see this will be benefit, but this will be some kind of disadvantage that you have to taking care of it. So which one that you gonna go with? Which one that gonna real solve the real problem that you guys face while teaching your student about English? Okay, Miss Ila Holila, is that clear?
Okay, clear enough. So that we have to put the considerations for each alternative solution so that we can digest which one is the best for us later on.
Yeah,
you.
that's why you need not only talking, okay, this will be the parent, this will be the teacher, this will be the principal problem, this will be the supervisor problem, not random like that one. But try to, okay, what is it the solutions, and then these solutions you will implement this solution while you have a peer teaching, and then while you have the teaching practice for the last subject of PPG Daljab. Yeah, every single time that you guys completing the worksheet, think about that one. Yeah, think about what will be the next, what will be the future that you're going to do for this worksheet itself. Yeah, so it is not only a single independent kind of worksheet, but it is connected with the next step, next phase for this PPG Daljab. Okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, all good. Anyone else, please? if no one, maybe we are going to have the evaluation of our today's meeting. Yeah, come on. We're gonna do some kind of evaluation for our first meeting. Come on, guys. Do you have any question to me or to Miss Rusmi?
Excuse me, Mr. Sofian.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to give my simple worksheet. It's not a very complete because I've just tried to write it down. I mean, type. But is it okay for me to share my screen just to discuss this material? Is it okay for you?
Okay, Miss Rusmi. Is that okay? If Miss Rusmi is okay, I'm gonna go with it. Come on. That's okay, Miss Rusmi?
Yeah, that's okay, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Sofian, that's okay. But I will one more for Miss Ilaholila. I agree with Mr. Sofian because of our student is so uh, very various of background. Maybe it's better to make another game solution for our children, for our student. Yeah, like this. While there's, I think that's of my opinion about your preparation. And the last maybe I would say if we have about good solution for our this solution, so maybe it is very complete. Yeah, Bapak Ibu ya. I hope that is very complete explain about the root of the problem, and it's better that is to make about specific, yeah, very specific about root of the problem, and you has very easy to make about alternative solution. That's all for me, Mr. Sofian. Bapak Ibu, any others?
Mr. Hildas would like to share his worksheet, Miss. Mr. Hildas, you may share the screen, please. Hello, can you hear my voice clearly, guys? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Sofian.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so what happened with Mr. Hildas?
Sorry, Mr. Sofian.
Okay.
I've got a problem to share my file.
Okay.
I think it's better to give a chance to the other participants. I mean, my friend.
Ya, Bapak Ibu. Another participant, please. Miss Indri, maybe.
I'm sorry, I haven't complete one, ma'am.
You haven't complete.
No, I just write down the alternative solution that I want to do, but I haven't made like the analysis alternative solution. And it's similar with Miss Phoebe, my perspective before. I've thought I have commented on Miss Phoebe because it's similar with mine, but I haven't written down the analysis. I just write down the solution, alternative solution. Thank you.
Yeah, another participant, Bapak Ibu, maybe that is different from Mr. B, Miss Ferry, and Miss. Hello. Miss Ilan, that is same with Miss Baby, yeah. Miss Endang, maybe.
No, ma'am.
OMG. Miss Kartika. Miss Kartika.
I'm
How
sorry,
about Miss Kartika?
ma'am. I think Miss Kartika went to the doctor for her imun check. Kalau nggak salah tadi bilangnya mau ke rumah sakit.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Miss Kartika go to hospital. Another
Miss, may I ask a
participant,
question,
Miss
Miss?
Desmi. Miss Desmi, have you finished?
Okay, there's the question from.
Unmute. There is unmute, Miss Desmi. Miss Desmi.
Yeah, incomplete yet. Yes.
Incomplete. Mr.
Yeah.
Sofian, Miss Desmi, incomplete. Miss Kartika go to hospital. She is not here. Miss
I guess
Aprilia.
someone want to post the question. I guess Mr. Smith. Who is it?
Okay.
Excuse
Okay,
me,
Pak.
Mr. Sofian. May I share?
Okay. Okay, come on,
Yeah.
Mr. Hildas.
Let's back to Mr. Hilda.
Wait a second. Yeah, go on.
Can
After
you-
this one, Miss Babe.
Can you see this? Can everyone see my simple?
Yeah, I see. I see your
Yeah.
simple presentation.
Okay. I know it's not very complete. Yeah, it's a simple, but I'm trying to discuss this with my friends. I'm learning what else? The cause of problem. Students' spoken language in English has not been optimal yet. Yeah, in my schools, of course. So the root is the students' vocabularies are still low. Yeah, actually, I'd like to choose this one, but I have more cause of problem. There's cause of problem. I think some of students cannot pronounce English words well. So what else? I also try to type this to move from the resource. The result of my interview with the expert, but still in Indonesia, in bahasa, pola pembelajaran masih teoritis menyebabkan siswa menjadi pasif. It's a real based on the the summary from the interview, masih rendahnya motivasi siswa dalam belajar bahasa Inggris, and padahal sebagian siswa masih beranggapan sulitnya belajar bahasa Inggris. Okay, that's all. So what about the exploration of the alternative solution? I think it's similar to Miss Fabi, teaching students through games. Most of my students love games. Yeah, sometimes I try to give them the old classical games. I forget the names, but just to compose words. Yeah, compose words to be something else. Saya lupa sekali namanya itu, permainan lama itu ya. So sometimes I give a quiz. The old names in Indonesia, quiz silakan terka. Yeah, sometimes I use that for my students. The second, combine teaching material with songs. Most of my students are teenagers. They love songs, and I see if we keep on teaching with the same situation, sometimes the students looks bored. So that's why I try to combine teaching material with song. I think that's all. It's a very simple. I haven't got on perspective from this. And of course, from literature review, I haven't got the resource. That's all, Mr. Sofian. And I really need your suggestions, and of course for all my friends in this group and also members me. Thank you.
Okay, come on, Miss Rusmi. We have 5 minutes left. Come on. I guess it will be the suggestion. It will be from me and then Miss Rusmi. That's okay, Mr. Hildas, because if we want to ask dear participants, that's gonna cost us more time. Yeah, is that okay, Mr. Hildas?
Okay, Syah.
Okay,
Yeah.
come on, Miss Rusmi.
Okay, Pak Hildas, thank you. Hampir semuanya ya, not on the problem of our school is the lazy of our student, and Mr. Hildas say student spoken language in English has not been optimal yet. Yeah, I know. Why? Because as a teacher, maybe they is not upgrade their knowledge. It's okay. And then I have about the most click DCC atau disebut dengan 5 penyakit di kelas ya Bapak Ibu ya. 5 penyakit ada yang berdasarkan kriteria-kriteria. Kalau masalah di kelas kan sebenarnya banyak ya Bapak Ibu. Seperti di catatan saya itu saya melihat maybe the one is about the student is lazy ya. And then maybe they get about student only to pursuit of academic value. Kadang-kadang hanya mementingkan bahwa belajar hanya untuk mengejar nilai, seperti itu ya Bapak Ibu. Student study only to pursue academic value, or maybe the third is judge ya, hanya mengejat tadi ya, judging about themselves, but say I'm not really a smart kid. Kadang-kadang sudah ada di dalam dirinya Bapak Ibu. Saya memang seperti ini, begitu ya, menghakimi diri. Kalau dalam bahasa kita itu menghakimi dirinya sendiri bahwa judge herself or himself. They say about I'm not really a smart kid. Nah kalau itu sudah berada di dalam dirinya, mungkin agak sulit ya Bapak Ibu. Ini benar-benar harus kita mencari background orang tuanya, ya, their environment, their parent, etc. And then the four, ini catatan saya Bapak Ibu ya, karena saya juga mulai belajar kembali hate certain subject. Nah, I think that's point 4 about benci sama mata pelajaran tertentu ya Bapak Ibu ya. Hate certain subject, that is very important to analyze about the root of our problem, of make solution about alternative solution in the class. And the last is wrong way studying Bapak Ibu. Wrong way studying maybe about cara belajar yang memang salah Bapak Ibu ya. Learning maybe busy, memorizing, or maybe formula of yes term. Menghafal ya, mereka tidak suka Bapak Ibu. Wrong way of studying. From Mr. Hildas maybe that is make about solution from review ya, yang untuk literasi ya Pak Hildas ya. Make about student vocabularies are still low, or some of the student cannot pronounce English word well. That is about all the English teacher. Because of maybe some teacher like me, at a pronunciation is not good for me. So maybe we find about another sources to find give about pronunciation. Saya selalu menggunakan video Bapak Ibu to teach about pronunciation in English ya, karena make about from native speaker is good in English of pronunciation. So I make about video, walaupun kadang-kadang I choose from a student have a good pronunciation, karena ada beberapa siswa yang that good English course, and that is about good pronunciation in English. To combine about teaching a student through games, I agree with you, Mr. Hildas, because game is, I think, a lot of students like play game, but make clue here that it's about educational games ya Bapak Ibu. Not random ya Bapak Ibu, not random, but make a specific about game to our student. Maybe from quizzes juga saya sudah sering menggunakan Bapak Ibu, but maybe that is about from BDR, because our student that is no bring handphone to our school, especially that is about promise of their teacher subject, or might be like English. Student, we will study English, we will make about quizzes, so you bring handphone to our subject. Tapi kalau tidak, biasanya mereka tidak diizinkan ya Pak Ibu, not permitted of our principal, because that is disturb their study to our student. And then about combined teaching material with song, I really enjoyed about this, because sometimes I use it when I boring. So when I teach from the last time, if I'm so very tired to teach, I use about song. Tapi not only song on this time ya Bapak Ibu, not all time, tidak semua waktu ya Bapak Ibu. There's maybe about for ice breaking. If you will about related like con it, maybe greeting, or maybe with about subject in material, kalau related ya Bapak Ibu, kalau berhubungan silakan. Tetapi saya hanya memberikan beberapa saja, hanya untuk ice breaking juga termasuk bagus ya Bapak Ibu. Maybe for the solution, and then maybe that is very specific from Mr. Hildes, Mr. Sofian. I think that is very specific, and I agree with him. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bapak Ibu.
Okay. Massive thanks for Miss Rusmi for these suggestions. And then you took
Yes,
the
sir.
rest of our time, 5 minutes, Miss Rusmi. I'm gonna make it short
Oh.
then. Yeah?
Okay,
Okay,
thank
Mr.
you.
Hildes, I got one point from you. If you're providing a solution using games and then sing a song, okay, it's mean you are a fun teacher. That's a good one. Yeah, you are a fun teacher. That's a plus one. Yeah, because when you try to teach your student and then it is full of happiness, full of fun kind of activities, so it means you are a loving teacher for your students. Yeah, that's a good point. But next one here, our focus providing the alternative solution and then also analyzing the alternative solutions. And then you provide only 2 alternative solutions here. And then I guess you should put more of it. Yeah, 3 from the literature review, and then maybe from the result of the interview, and then also from your own perspective of it. Yeah, so it consists of 3 things, and then you have to divide it into several details on it. And then it will be the same also with the alternative solution analysis. You better come. Why that you are going to use the games? Make sure, one more time, let me repeat it, use only educational games and not a common, not a general game, not a, because when we talk about games, yeah, when we ask the student, okay, open up your smartphone, now we are going to play Mobile Legends, that's a game, right? We are going to play this 5G, that's a game, right? That's why we have to limit it into what we call it by educational games itself. Okay, and then sing a song, and since you are gonna learn about English, so try to pick a wise song. Pick a song that's gonna lead your student, they're gonna love English in joining your session. That should be my suggestion, I guess, Mr. Hildas. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. And then I guess from the way that you created the root of the problem, I guess that should be easy for you to mention several kind of alternative solutions and then also analyzing the alternative solutions. So we can pick the real one, the most relevant one that can solve the real problem that you face while teaching your students. Okay, Mr. Hildas, I guess that's all from me, and then we're not gonna open for the other participant to give suggestion because our time's up. We are 30 minutes late. Yeah. Okay. And now let's. Okay, what is it, Mr. Hildas? Do you have anything to say, please?
Thank you for your suggestions and your opinion about, and of course, members. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Hildas, I guess the last it will be Miss Phoebe. Yeah, Miss Phoebe, I guess. Come on. What is it, Miss Phoebe?
I'll make it short.
Okay.
I might have overlooked this very crucial information, but
Okay.
is there any specific due date of when we have to submit the video of our peer teaching? I've heard only you mention about the 17th of August. Is there any specific due date, sir?
Okay, let me share the let me share the PowerPoint file first. Yeah, so it will be more clear for you guys. Wait a second. And then this is the important one. The challenging tasks for the second subject, recording a peer teaching video. And then the duration here is 40 till 50 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, can you guys see the screen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the answer here, when that you're going to submit the pure teaching video located on, wait a second, on the, okay, there we go. You're going to submit your recording of the pure teaching video here between 25 to 26 of, what is it, of the second subject meeting. Yeah, so since the first here, the first on 25, it will be the briefing, the description, how that you're going to conduct the pure teaching video. Yeah, that will be the due date, I guess, on 26 of meeting for the second subject. And then for the 26, it is on 18 or 19 of August, I guess, or 20 of August. Yeah, as long as I remember, it is close with 17 of August, where majority of the teacher become the committee of our independent day, and then blah 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 blah. Yeah, is that clear, Miss Baby? Yeah, between 25 and 26 meeting of this second subject. That will be the answer. And then if we try to have a look at this schedule, wait a second, I'll try to open the
syllabus. I think it's on the syllabus, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we can check it on the syllabus.
Yeah, you can check that one on the syllabus. Okay, so the last day here, it will be, okay, it will be on 16, yeah, and then 18 or 19, I guess, 19 of August, yeah. Okay, Miss Feby.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you gotta consider to plan what kind of the peer teaching that you're gonna do, who will be the participant for the peer teaching, and what kind of the lesson that you are going to teach while you do the peer teaching process. Okay, starting from day one of this subject, you guys already have your planning of it. So when we have only 2 days only to create a peer teaching video, there will be no some kind of reason. Why did you just telling us now, sir, that we are going to have such a limited time to record that one? I told you still from our first day of the meeting for the second subject of PPG Daljab. I guess that's all, yeah? Okay, Miss Baby, I hope that will be clean enough. Okay? Okay, Miss Rusmi, anything else that you want to add, please? Or if there's nothing to convey, I would like to call every single of you here. Come on, Miss Rusmi, do you have anything to say, Miss?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sofian. I just want to say about, I think all participants must prepare about alternative solusi ya, Bapak Ibu ya. If that is unfair, maybe you can ask Mr. Sofian one more, because you have about group, and I just lead about how to teach in the classroom, or maybe about on peer teaching ya Bapak Ibu ya, and the last about peer teaching before that, and then maybe if Bapak Ibu have about any trouble, or maybe about any difficult about LK, I'm so sorry because I can't help you. I just give a suggestion, or maybe you just make this group, yeah, or act on this group with Mr. Sofian. I think that's all, Mr. Sofian. And Bapak Ibu, thank you very much for this join us. But I'm so sorry because I just asked permission to our principal. They doesn't give me about alternative time to give about another teacher to involve of my subject, because there are many teacher has 6 ya. Satu hari bisa 5, Bapak Ibu, 5 sampai 6 ya. 5 sampai 6 sehingga banyak yang diinval, and then I'm so very sorry because I have about no spare time to lead about to make about alternative solution ya Bapak Ibu. Tapi saya akan mencoba memantau ya Bapak Ibu, karena merasa ya, bukan merasa ya Bapak Ibu, saya sudah I have so many thank you about this is about senior teacher here, and I must give about maybe sharing or just suggestion from this alternative solution to make your LK completely, and then you just upload about LK. Thank you Pak Sofian and Bapak Ibu semua. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Massive thanks, Miss Rusmi, for the guidance, for the suggestion, for the opinion that you shared with us here. Okay, guys, thank you very much for attending our first session for the second subject of PPG Daljab. Okay, based on our first sessions, I would like to ask all the participants, especially for this class, I want you to please try to talk more. Yeah? Try to be more active. Today I have no, I'm not hearing the voice of Miss Dwi.
Your
Hello?
connection maybe. Oh yeah, it's okay now.
What was that? Okay. Okay, can you guys hear my voice clearly?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
clear
sir.
now. It's okay.
Okay, when you guys join the second meeting of this PPG Daljab tomorrow, I hope you are going to compile more comprehensive worksheet with you guys, because we already discussed several kind of example. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, because I heard some dogs that, and then blah blah blah. Okay, that will be tomorrow. You gotta share, you gotta present a better kind of worksheet for tomorrow, and then I really need every single one of you that joining this class. You're gonna talk more, yeah, especially for Miss Dwi Diana Sari, and then Miss 5 February, and then Miss Herlina, yeah. So I'm gonna force you, I'm gonna push you to talk tomorrow. I'm gonna give a chance Miss Dwi Diana Sari, Miss Herlina. Miss Dwi Diana Sari gonna lead us to do Salam PPG Indonesia. Miss Herlina gonna lead us to do the ice breaking. Mr. 5 February, yeah, gonna lead us to do the praying. And then Miss Dwi Diana Sari, it will be the first student that gonna share it with us a comprehensive kind of result for the alternative solution. And then second one, it will be Miss Herlina. Okay, the third, it will be Mr. 5 February. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, yeah, for attending our first session, and then I do expect you gonna enjoy our sessions, yeah. Miss Desmi, I hope you're going to smile more, yeah. It seems like you're real serious, yeah. I tried to check it starting from the beginning. You are not sharing your smile at all, yeah. And then Mr. Hildas. Okay, okay, and then Mr. Hildas, I hope you're gonna give some of your thought on the worksheet of the other participant tomorrow. Miss Peppy, I hope tonight you're not gonna work overtime, so you're gonna be fresh for tomorrow joining the sessions, yeah. And then is this the same also with Miss Ila Halila? I hope you're not gonna work overtime today. And then Miss Herlina, talk more tomorrow, please. Yeah, Miss Dwi Diana Sari, you gotta be more active tomorrow. And then also the same with Mr. 5 February. Mr. 5 February, we really need your your thought, because you are teaching English for elementary school students. Yeah, it should be different, like the teacher teaching for senior high or even for the junior high. Yeah, that's why we need your perspective of it in teaching English. And then Miss Andang Purnamasari, thank you today.
I'm
you
so nervous.
Nervous of what? You don't have to be nervous, yeah. Okay, the next one we have Miss Aprilia. Miss Aprilia, I hope you are going to share more smile with us here. You're beautiful, and then share your beautiful smile with us. Yeah. Miss Indri Puji Lestari, I have no idea what happened with you today here. I guess you are one of a cheerful kind of student participant, and then I do need your smile every single time. Yeah. And then Mr. Bisowarno, thank you, the chief of this class. I hope next, you're going to, what is it? You're going to ask all of your friends here to come on time and then joining the session real quick. And Miss Kartika Ramadhani, I hope you're gonna get better soon. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. And then I'm really sorry if I make some kind of bad joke for you guys. That's only to light up the session. Okay. And then the last, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Wabarakatuh.
Okay. Permission to leave. Yeah.